Hello, everybody, and welcome to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will. I'm a D&D sex icon, and we're back with another episode of Monthly Modules with the full cast and crew, which is fucking awesome. So let's go around, let's figure out who we are and who we're playing today. Let's start with our Dungeon Master, Obo Crazy. Obo, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm excited. We've been off and on, and now we got the whole crew back, and I get to play with you guys, and I get to play with you guys next week, and we don't have to stop, and it's amazing, and I'm happy.
Absolutely, that's the spirit. So we also have with us today on the player cast, we have Lauren, other Lauren. That's already Ginger. Lauren, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm super excited to be back and see what our other party members have been up to. Missed you guys. Missed this crazy psychedelic trip of monthly modules. I like it a lot.
Absolutely. We also have with us Chris, aka Senrif. Chris, what's up?
Hey, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, great to be back and great to have a full cast finally. Yeah. So yeah, excited and hyped for the reunion, and yeah, let's go kick some butt.
Great stuff. We also have with us Sam. Sam, how you doing tonight?
I am really good. I'm super excited because I feel like I haven't played D&D in so long. And I'm going to be playing Nyla. She's an elf ranger, and yeah.
And
she's Rylan's side girl.
And she's a tree person.
Yeah, she's a tree
person. Damn right she is. And we also have Toto D back with us tonight. Toto D, how you doing?
Doing good. Super excited to be back. I actually have been playing so much Dungeons and Dragons recently, but it's nice to be back with my favorite crew. So it's really great, and I'm excited to play Trinkle Teabottle, who is a halfling bard who has a crush on the Yasimar family. So it's going to be fun to see how she interacts with them again, especially Sugar, because she likes to pour sugar on herself all the time. So anyway, let's keep going.
Everything I had on my desk just fell. Everything I had on my desk just fell. Excuse me.
Well, as myself, I will be playing Rylan Adelard, one of the middle Adelard's sibling, and he is a ASMR warlock. No, he's not a warlock, because he's a sorcerer. I know what I'm doing. It's totally been like 2 weeks.
I forgot to say who I was playing anyway. So
yeah.
That's all right.
I've been in
we'll get to that.
several different countries since last week. So, yeah, but he's here to do science, capture dragons, and have some fun along the way. I will get to fixing the gold stuff. Yeah, it looks like I spent all of it in Iceland, so sorry, guys. But we'll see what I can do about that for the gold command. But before we start today's show, I'll remind you guys that we're sponsored by Fantasy Grounds, our virtual tabletop of choice. All of the maps and minis and tokens and images are from Fantasy Grounds, which you can try out for free at fantasygrounds.com. Also, here is another sponsor, WaylandGames.co.uk, where you guys can find all of your miniature needs, such as D&D minis. They sell D&D books as well, at up to 20% off the retail price. That's pretty awesome. You guys can also interact with today's show. If you haven't followed the show yet, hit the follow button and join us. When we hit 20 followers, you guys in chat get to decide what happens next in our campaign. Also, here is the tweet for you guys as well. At 20 retweets, we'll have another viewer decision. And, of course, you can donate to affect the game as well by giving players nat 1s, nat 20s, and wild magic surges. So they seem to be very prevalent in this game particularly. Last time we fought a Tarask, and there's all sorts of shenanigans going on in monthly modules. But I'll hand over to our Dungeon Master, Obo Crazy, to remind us of what happened, not last week, but the week before? Maybe?
2 weeks ago.
Time is fluid and strange. Obo Crazy, take us into today's show. Yeah.
Sure. Instead of me telling you guys what happened last week, I'm gonna have you guys do it. And here's how. Because the last time we got together, 3 of you went off on a little adventure after arriving at the town of Reeder, and 2 of you went off shopping. And so we're past that now. It's lunchtime. You're back at the Big Lizard Lounge, in where the 3 of you that went off on a little adventure are now back having lunch with the 2 of you who went off shopping. I'd love you guys to just chat and fill each other in on what you've been up to all morning.
Okay, so we're all together now.
All together now, all together now, all together.
I run up to Trinkle and I pick her up and I give her a hug and I whirl her around.
Oh, Sugar, I missed you so much. How are you?
We missed you too. We are good. We were on top of a terrace, and Diomedes went for walksies, and there was some kind of magical device that Rylan figured out, and we had a big family bonding moment, and I had the best thing to tell you. I had the best thing to tell you.
Oh, okay.
And that
What's the
is
best
this.
thing?
And I whirl out the carpet.
Oh yeah.
What color is the carpet?
Carpet?
Wait,
What
like,
color is
Yes.
the carpet?
We have a magic flying
Sorry,
carpet.
apparently the color is really important to me.
It's very important.
It's very important.
I want to know it right now.
I'll leave the color up to you, but it is very Arabian patterned. It's lots of geometric patterns. It's got frills along the sides, but I will let you decide what colors. Sugar, as you decide what colors, I do need to make a dexterity saving throw as you roll out what is a giant carpet inside of an inn.
Don't forget the tassel.
Okay. All right, I got my +4 to whatever this is. It's just a straight roll. So 17 total.
Okay, you do roll it out in such a way that it bumps up against a bunch of chairs, but you don't actually hit and throw anything off of any tables. A couple of the patrons that are at the big are like, but you don't actually
wave
hit
at
anyone.
them. I wink at some of them. Any of
Which
them.
the-
All of them.
All of them.
I'm having a very good day.
That's
Me
just
and my
blinking at
brother.
people.
Yeah,
Oh my
pretty
gosh.
much.
That's winking if Sugar does it. It's always winking.
Is it okay.
But yes,
Okay.
whatever color you'd like the carpet to be, it is that color.
Great.
Everything you have is pink.
By the way, I am wearing an owlbear costume because I got it commissioned because I want to look like my owlbear. So I walk in with my owlbear and I like roll on the carpet back and forth. Oh my goodness, the two little angels! This is so nice.
Can I ask you a question? Does
Yes.
it do anything crazy?
Yes, it does. I'm gonna stand on it with her, and I say, I think real hard. I think up.
It doesn't actually make that noise. I just like making that noise. Everyone in the big lounge is now looking at you.
Hello.
So we can fly now.
Holy
well, not all of us.
moly.
It can only
You
hold a
guys can
certain
fly
amount
now.
of weight.
I'm tiny.
Yeah,
so
rub it in. Rub it in. Why don't you, Zion? Eat these.
I mean,
Yes.
I could always fly,
Yes.
but
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much for that.
I'm
Fly
happy
for
to.
1 minute, then you fall to your death.
Essentially,
once a day.
what happened was we went outside. There was a terrace. I fixed it all, and
Wait.
I killed a lot of lizard people. In let's face it, and
I mean,
No.
they were very
We
influential
worked
in
as a
helping.
team.
I
Rylan.
completely believe Rylan that he killed them all and fixed
Uh,
everything.
You really?
I did kill
You
most of
really?
them.
You actually
Absolutely.
That was at
You
least
did
70% of them. That was mine.
it was. I did like one, and then I don't remember the rest. But when I came to, lizard folk everywhere.
Ziomedes started walking around a lot. We fixed the machine. We got the rug, and we came back here, and now here we are. What were you guys doing?
Well, we went
I
shopping.
stand up.
Shopping.
I turn around.
This. Obviously,
Nice stand
this is
up.
what they were doing.
Turn around.
We're
What?
on
Giant
the
owlbear
Hello.
costume.
I've been
Ziomedes, you
super
do.
stressed out.
It's a nice costume.
Ziomedes, something about this giant owlbear costume that Trinkle is wearing reminds you of something that you have in your pocket for her owlbear.
Oh my god! Wait, I have some. You have no idea how much of a coincidence this is. Where's
There's no
Schumacher?
coincidences. Schumacher, we usually have a. Well, we wanted to get a baby Bajord bag of pulling. We haven't gotten that yet. So, Schumacher, I look around and I find the owl bears all like playing and eating the food that I got them earlier. And so I grab him and I'm like, there he is. Oh, he's so cute. Don't I look exactly like him?
Well,
like the same.
hold on one moment, and I'm just gonna turn around with my back's facing away, so I can quickly try to put this outfit on the little owlbear.
Roll me a dexterity check.
Oh no! Stay still while I try and.
I mean, he is an adorable, cute little owlbear, but like most puppies, they squirm.
I got 15.
Okay, You managed to get this costume on the owlbear with only minimal amounts of squeaking.
There we go. There. And one little wing through that sleeve. There. And I turn around with him in my hands. What is he wearing?
Well, you had commissioned. Yeah.
I had, yeah. The Trinkle.
Is it in my outfit?
It's Trinkle's outfit. So in effect, you're kind of reverse at the moment. You're the owlbear, and the owlbear is Trinkle in your little string and jacket.
It's a mini me! And I rub my face into him. Oh, he's so cute. Oh my goodness. Now I gotta get out of my owlbear costume so we can match. Because I've been matching him all day. So I quickly run to my room to go get changed.
You
match the
actually-
owlbear.
Yes.
You
What?
actually don't have to run up to your room. The place that you found, so it's not like it's not one of those like Mickey Mouse style full on costumes. You basically have
Dang it.
like a. Well, no, what it is it's the PJs that have the hood on them. Was the Coco?
nice.
Like
A+,
Kigurumis.
A+.
Yeah, like almost like a
Kigurumis.
Kigurumi style.
Yeah.
It's a
I have
Kigurumi
those.
with.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what you have. So you can basically unzipper it and just take it off and you're
Oh,
you again.
snap. I
Because
go,
why not?
Ta-da!
Quite
I
impressive.
hold the little thing. And I start dancing
This is
next to it, trying to
amazing.
make him dance like me.
Oh
did
my
not know you
goodness,
were a
that's so
magician.
awesome. And I give Ziomedes the biggest hug ever. I'm like, thank you so much. It's so cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
You're very welcome.
And
So what else did you buy?
What?
Rylan like
Oh no.
he's got like a
Oh,
lizard's tongue. Or something like he killed from all the lizard folk, and he's like
Don't do
completely
it.
forgotten that maybe he should have gotten Nyla something as well.
Don't do it.
So he's like,
Don't do
and
it.
I have this for you, and you could wear it, or use it, or
What?
cook
What
it.
is this?
It's tongue
Oh,
of the lizard person
I'm
that I killed. It's cooked.
It is.
Thank Thank you.
Rylan, could you
Um,
come up here on the carpet real quick? Can you come up here on the carpet real quick?
If you bring the carpet down, then yes.
Okay, yes, okay, I bring it down and then we're gonna go back up like in a tree
Thank
house.
you. And then just
Yeah.
stash it away to throw away later.
So we're in our carpet tree house now.
Yeah, I come up
Here,
with
the
the
He
top-
carpet.
obviously likes you. He just struggles. He doesn't know to make cute little outfits of you for your owlbear.
Yes, because I also have an owlbear.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
You should get. Yeah, you should get one that looks like yours too.
Ian, you should not give people tongues as presents.
Why not?
That's
Why
the
not?
thought.
We're in our tree house. It's unsanitary. Get out of here! Just because you're tall doesn't mean you can come up here with us.
I see. So, what kind of organ should I give?
Maybe, maybe not
I have
organs.
several livers.
No, maybe. Well, Nyla likes arrows. You could get her a nice arrow or things for fletching
That's true.
arrows, right?
Arrows, yes.
Yes, she likes this. She likes nature. Apparently, you could get her something nature themed, I guess.
What
just
on earth is
maybe-
nature themed?
I don't know. You could get her sapling to
leaf?
raise, but then it's like a baby, and that makes you uncomfortable. So,
We must not allow that to happen. No.
right? No, I don't think it would be responsible. I
Yeah,
don't think it would be good.
Rylan should multiply and replenish the earth.
No, I know.
Good lord, no. I'll think of something.
Yeah, maybe
Nature
not
themed.
organs. Like,
Maybe not.
yeah.
What
Okay,
about,
do you want
yes,
to
what
go
about
back
arrow
down?
organs? Arrows
No.
with organs. on.
Arrow.
Skewered like a kebab. All right,
No.
fine. I'll
Okay.
think of something, I'm sure.
Yes, think of something better. Okay, now we're going to go back down. Down!
As it lowers, and it's only been like a foot or two off the ground, so you
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
calling
yeah.
it a treehouse. You guys
So,
are
like,
in
everybody-
in a tavern, so like all of you have heard everything, which is why I didn't ask for any checks because you were like this far off the ground,
They can't.
and the two of you were down like he just doesn't know, and you all just Yeah, Diomedes,
you
you're
can
like
hear our
standing there
conversations, so we can
listening.
hear theirs.
Diomedes, you're standing there in the middle listening to all of these conversations going.
Yeah,
And
maybe if we
as-
pick them.
As the carpet lowers, Diomedes, you hear a very familiar voice behind you say, "Oh, well, I have an organ grinder that I can give you." And you turn around and there's Zunde standing there with one of those little boxes with the crank on the side, and
Excellent.
she starts to crank it. It does the ba-dum-ba-da-da-da-da, ba-dum-ba-da-da-da-da. It like starts to make music like one of those monkey
I've
organ grinder
needed
things.
something to grind my organs in for some time.
It's not that kind.
The mortar and pestle really doesn't quite do the job anymore.
Yes, he
Ugh.
really likes
this
to
doesn't-
grind the meat.
No,
Well,
this
what are you
doesn't
doing it
grind
for?
those kind of organs.
Yes.
See, Diomedes has got it, and she hands the box with the organ grinder to you, Diomedes, and then turns to the rest of you and says, "Oh, so I heard that you had some fun this morning."
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, of course.
We just
sure.
woke
Both
up
of them.
like that. Nothing happened. We just woke up like that.
Oh, then you didn't take care of the Trask? I thought
Oh, the
I saw that
Tarrasque,
was
No.
and you got your outfit, and Nyla, what did you get?
Oh, I got Rylan a present, and she hands him a book about like dead animals.
That's
What what is this book called?
Like it's like the dummies books, but like for dead animals. It's like dead animals for dummies.
He takes it and he's like, this is excellent, and like he like puts it in his satchel, like, and the camera sees like 5 other like copies in the same series. Of, like, haunted animals.
She's managed to get she's managed to get you like you'd been missing book 3 in the taxidermy series, and she managed to find that one without even knowing. It's amazing. Oh well, this is great. I'm so glad that you were able to do a little bit of shopping and have a little bit of fun on the big lizard and everything. Did you slide down its tail?
No, I got a lizard tongue though.
I went for a walk on it.
Oh, walkies are always fun. That's good. But it's not going to kill us all, right?
No, we dealt with the
Okay,
problem.
I thought I'd heard Nemrit say that you had. That's good. All right.
No,
Well, if
right
there
is
was
invited. World has been saved. You're welcome.
Well, thank you. That's why I keep sending you off on this fun stuff to do, because, you know, saving the world. I like this world. I don't know about all of you, but I want to hang out for as long as I can.
Well, yes.
She takes all of your silence. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Everybody's silent.
You just start grinding.
I just feel the dead air with.
It's a fun tune. Well, if we've got kind of the afternoon, and then I was going to take you to the next job that I have. It's just kind of about a day's ride from here. Sugar, you could ride on your pink horsey if you'd like.
Yes, I could. I could do that. I could fly. There's just a world of possibilities now.
I call magic carpet shotgun.
Okay, I'll sit with you.
So just so you know, the carpet is 5 by 7 and can hold up to
Right.
600 pounds. So
I think I weigh
hold on.
like 45 pounds.
I take up about a third of that.
You can fly for a minute and then walk.
Ugh.
The girls will sit on the carpet.
Wait, hold on. How much do you all weigh collectively?
I'm 45.
I mean,
Open with
With armor and everything, you're only 45.
Oh wait, no. No, lied. 45 plus plate.
a heavy owlbear costume. All right. So
Plus the owlbears.
yeah,
The others. Sorry.
I would say about
4 of you. Maybe.
3 to 4 of you could fit, not all 5, onto the carpet. Three if it doesn't include Trinkle, because Trinkle is relatively small. 4 if it's
You have a mighty steed you can ride, surely. Or are you
yes,
going
you
to
have
take the
mighty
carpet?
legs that you can walk on, Diomedes. Congratulations.
Called
How
exercise.
fast is the carpet?
Not very fast, if I recall.
No, I
40?
walking speed.
like 30 to 40. It's not insanely
That's
fast.
not bad.
I should
Not
know
bad,
about
but
this
still,
one.
I'm like 25 speed, so this is like.
Right.
Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun.
I can actually outrun it. Fine, I'll walk. I've
Yep.
gained a affinity for walking ever since we came back from the terrace for some reason.
We know. We all saw it.
We don't go
At
into
least it's
that.
not CrossFit.
Zende will speak up and say, well, I have a cart with a horse that I was going to ride because these old bones don't walk very far. So you're welcome to ride with me. It's just about a day from here is where we have
Oh.
to go.
You're coming with us.
We
Great.
say later in the evening, because there's a few things here I need to do first.
Yeah, did you have like a date or something? I mean, I was going to get going, but we could hang out for a little while. I gotta go feed my horse.
I have to say, old woman, I don't exactly work to your whims. So,
Actually, you do. That was the whole agreement we had at the beginning, and where like I brought you back
Yeah,
from the
that's why
dead,
you
and so
have
now
so
you work
many
for me. That's
towels.
literally.
I don't recall that at all. No.
Riley, remember she gave us towels, and then I have a stack of towels.
Towels.
for
Yes,
you.
she's a towel
Yes.
When
woman.
you do think,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
the
wondered
towel
who this
woman.
old woman was talking to me for a
Oh,
while.
Sunday, not old woman.
Old
I'm
towel
both
woman.
those things. One is descriptive and one is my name. I'd prefer Sunday because that's my name, but I've been called worse.
Someone
He's
called
so
you worse?
nice.
I mean, at least he remembers you by towel woman. It took him
All I see
4
is
or
towels.
5 weeks to remember my name. 6
I don't even.
weeks.
Yeah, I was say I don't even know if he
I
knows
don't even-
my name. What's
That's
my name?
probably not a good sign,
Of course,
guys.
I know all of your names, friends.
Confirmed.
Half of us are your family.
I mean, Riley, do you remember my dad's name?
Do I
Tree
remember your
dad.
dad? Yes, I remember your dad's name. Nailed it.
I Will did. What was it again? Such a nice guy.
I mean, you had that long conversation with him. He turned into a tree afterwards.
He sounds very
Yeah,
nice.
I
would like to
remember
meet him.
I remember the conversation, just almost none of the specifics about him as a person. Perhaps that's something we could talk about.
Well, it'll take about a day to get to where the Opal Pike clan is, so it's a conversation we can have along the way. You go take care of what you
Okay.
need, and
All right.
get yourself some lunch, and then we'll leave this afternoon. How about that?
Very good.
Yes,
I'm okay with that.
Excellent.
sounds good to me.
And Sunday marches out. She's like, I'm gonna go brush the horsey, and she leaves.
Okay, bye-bye.
Quite terrifying, that woman.
Yeah, but she's very nice.
Yes.
She always brings me coffee.
Something unnervingly
Donut.
optimistic, even in the face of cataclysmic events like a Tarrasque. But I suppose positivity is what we need.
Yeah, I want to be
Sure.
her.
Also, Sugar,
She's cool.
Sugar,
What?
you notice that she has conveniently left a pot of coffee for you on the table.
I drink
Oh.
the whole thing.
Hey. Yeah.
Nope, whole thing, too fast. No, you're too
I
slow.
need
So
a
sorry.
Constitution saving throw from you, Sugar.
Great. I want to do it. So +4. This is the saving throw.
This is one of
10.
one of the eating contests.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my
You
goodness,
take
we've
2
had
points
so
of
many
fire
of
damage
those.
as
Yeah.
it is scalding hot, crazy hot coffee. You managed to get it
Pour
down,
over
but
your face.
yeah,
Oh, God.
you throw your hair back. But yeah, you've got a couple of hours before you're supposed to meet up with
Very
her, and
awake
she's going to
now.
take you apparently somewhere. What would you like to do?
We should have asked a bit more questions about where we're going so we can make prep.
I never
pitch.
ask her questions. I just go where she tells me because she's very nice and she brings me coffee. I'm probably
Owls.
going to go shower now because I have coffee in my
Good
hair.
idea.
But I feel very awake. Very
Wait, how
awake.
do you, how do you
what?
have coffee in your hair?
I just poured it all over myself.
Not the same as shampoo.
Sugar, is this I'm trying to be more girly. Is that like the new beauty thing? Is it like drop coffee on yourself?
no,
It's
no,
golden?
no.
Coffee grounds on your face is it?
Coffee grounds on your. I thought it was supposed to be hot, so they could like peels or something. I've heard of
No,
those.
you
that
don't
weird-
want to sunburn your little face. You're a redhead like I am. You don't want to do
Yeah.
that. They just No, don't
I
do it.
forgot we're both redheads. This is so cool.
There. Yes.
I'll
Nyla,
never
if I
die
might
it.
have a
That's
word
gonna be
with
my
you,
favorite.
alone, away from
I
sure,
took Twinkle
yeah.
upstairs to have a spa day
Twinkle.
while y'all are talking.
There you go. The spa, hour or so.
I'll look after the owlbears.
Sorry, meetings with the three owlbears, just like playing
Yeah.
with them.
Designated Albert.
One
Very
of them,
good.
which looks like Trinkle, which is both adorable and a little weird.
I'm making little felt weapons for that one, and felt instruments.
You are incredibly successful. That is so adorable. I'm not even gonna make you roll. Yes, by the time you are all ready to leave, I would like you in the next couple of moments to come up with a list of little felt weapons and what colors they are and the whole 9 yards. I think that's adorable.
Okay,
And
cool.
Rylan and Nyla step outside to have a private conversation as you are just like, I have felt and I can make weapons.
I feel like we should
Alright.
do a one shot as our you know what?
Owlbears.
As your owlbear.
Owlbear.
Yeah.
With felt weapons.
Without
You can play
the
mouse and guard for a week. It'd be great.
Exactly.
All right, Sugar
So,
and Trinkle head upstairs. Nyla and Rylan head outside, and
So Ryan will I say sorry that I didn't get you a gift that was appropriate, such as a book of dead things. Reason
I mean, you did
partly
give
for
me a
that-
dead thing. It is,
That is
I mean,
true,
the
isn't it?
tongue-
Yes.
The tongue is dead.
You-
Yeah.
That is true. I spoke with Trinkle while a while back when we were at the tents in the desert with the man with the towels.
Lots of towels. Yes.
Yes, turned out to be a bad guy, something or other, whatever. And she said then, needed to suggest that we were. What is the word for this? A friend who is my girl, but that is more than a friend of mine. And I had noted that I, in my journal, have never codified exactly what that meant and what was expected in that sense. So, what I was
Yes.
thinking is, you should write down a list of things that you would expect me to do. I'll counteroffer with my own proposals, and we'll find some kind of common ground in the middle that we can both find amenable.
So I'll make a list, and then you make
Right.
a list, and then
Yes.
we have a mediator, or we decide together.
Cross-reference the lists.
List.
Could be Sugar. She's a girl.
Yeah, she
think.
is a girl, and she's your family, so she'll understand.
This is true.
Yes. You know I'm a tree, right? Just to put that out there.
In many ways, I do, and in other, slightly
I'm
more
also
real
an elf.
sense, I don't. I've never seen you turn into a tree. Physiologically, I'm fascinated by the idea.
Yes.
So you
One day.
turn into a tree,
I've never. I don't turn into a tree. No.
right?
But my family
Okay,
does.
and okay, so you're a tree. That's good. I'll write that on my list.
Okay.
I am an Asima.
Yes, I know that one. You told
Right.
me that the day we met because you said you had a great mission and all these wonderful things, and then we got stuck to a
Yes,
box and
Oh
It
yes,
happened.
I remember well that day that we met with the box. The box
Yeah.
was there, and you said Destiny box. And it was,
I was not the one that said that. I think that was your brother.
right.
The other one
I'm
with
remembering a
blonde
lot about the. I have to confess, I remember a lot about this box. The day itself is somewhat fuzzier, but the box is very clear in my mind.
All right, so we'll make this list, and then
Right.
you know, maybe one. I mean, you already met my dad, so we got that out of the way. We'll
True.
probably have to go back there at some point. He has to approve
Why?
of you. There's that whole ceremony, and he has to say that
Ceremony.
you're okay person.
Like an engagement.
No, not like an engagement, just like a courting thing, you know?
Because I did that before, and she ended up dead.
That's gonna go on my list to not end up dead.
Yes, I could agree to that.
All right.
My family, not so much around in the very real sense that they're all dead, except from Diomedes and Sugar, of course. So I suppose you could get their approval.
Yes, I would have to get your sister and brother's blessing, I guess, because I am not an Asmar. I am an elf. You know, an elf tree elf.
Tree elf.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think we should have a 5-year plan.
A 5-year plan. So who's going to
all
come
of my
up with the
plans
plan?
last for 5 years minimum. We could do
All
a
right,
10-year
so what
plan.
happens at the what happens at the end of
5
the
year
5-year
cheaper.
plan?
Yeah.
So will
Well,
I
if you do the
die
5-year
at the end
plan,
of the
the 10-year plan is a discount. I would like to imagine that you're still alive throughout the 5 years and at the end of the 5 years. But when it comes to major life decisions, such as where I'm going to place my lab, the dragon that I'm probably going to capture, where we're going to put that, what year we're going to do that, because that requires a lot of financial planning.
I mean, a pet dragon would be cool. Maybe we get a baby dragon and not a big dragon and capture it that way.
True.
Yes.
All right, I'll
so
put
it
it
doesn't
on my
try
list.
to kill us. Yeah.
Yep, and that's basically all of the major things that I could see turning up in the next 5 years. Probably 10.
So just dragon and lab.
Just Dragon and Lab, nice and short, nice and easy.
All right. Well, I'll put some more things on my list, like, other things that come with like the relationship territory, girl boy things.
Such as.
Well, I mean, you're together and you court someone, and then eventually you have to get their parents' approval or family approval,
Right.
and then you end up together. It's longer than 5 years, but I guess we could start with the 5-year plan.
We could break it into 5-year, segments.
Yeah.
Come on.
And
We come down already.
This has been a fantastic meeting. I pat her. Good.
You guys are getting married? What?
You come downstairs, Diomedes. So you guys are upstairs taking care of washing out Sugar's hair. You come on downstairs. Diomedes is in a corner making the most adorable little felt objects, felt weapons for your owl bears. And you see outside Rylan pat Nyla on the shoulder.
Nyla just goes in for a hug after the pat.
Oh.
No.
Yes.
Oh, no.
You see
Those.
Nyla hug Rylan while he continues to pat her on the shoulder in the most awkward way possible.
I don't know how I feel about what's happening.
I just push away and I'm like, that was nice. And I walk away.
Was it?
Like, was it?
Nyla, I think someone needs to show you what the hug is.
Diomedes, what felt objects have you come up for your owlbears?
Okay, so little Trinkle one's got tiny little dagger and a short sword and a little horn of blasting, which actually I made this one out of Play-Doh or something, like clay or something. So it's a tiny little one. And I guess for the others, they can have a little quiver and a bow and arrow. I tried to make out of what they call toothpicks, because we're in a tavern, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've made little arrows out of toothpicks, and so I give that to one of the outfits. Yeah.
The owlbear takes it and sniffs it and then starts to gently gnaw on it like it's a chew toy. But it's adorable. Absolutely adorable.
I'm still working on the little wand and staff, which will be eventually Ryland's one. Kind of all representing the characters, but yeah. I'm gonna try and need something for Sugar as well.
Yeah, Trinkle and Sugar, when you come downstairs and you see this wonderfully awkward display between Nyla and Ryland, and then over in the corner you see your teacup owl bear is now bedecked with these adorable little toys, and it's surprisingly cute, especially for owl bears.
I folded up
I
a
look at
napkin.
Sugar. I'm like, did Diomedes gain all the heart of the family? What happened to Rylan? I mean, look at Diomedes. He's so adorable and so cute and just so nice. But Rylan,
Always fucking sensitive guy, and Ryland's like, good.
I don't understand.
I don't know. You know, it's good to have differences in family.
attract?
It's nice. You have contrast. You need
I guess
the
that's
dark
true.
to show the light, or the light
Yeah,
to
'cause I
show
was
the
saying-
dark. And then there's me, by
Well,
myself.
you're kind of like in the middle, but like that's cool too.
I'm the baby. Ryland's in the middle, in case you could not tell.
Yeah, he's a little bit of the lost child, but I mean, I'll be honest with you. Can I tell you something, Sugar? I actually liked Rylan in the beginning. Rylan I thought was really cool and smart and like edgelord. Then,
Right. No, I get it. I get it.
then
I get it. I mean, I don't get it because he's my brother, but I get it.
I know.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be an edgelord.
I get it
I'm
far, far away. Hypothetically. Clinically.
Oh, I just scoot away. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go talk to Rylan. I'm gonna talk to Diomedes.
Okay, I'll stay here by myself. It's very fun for
I mean,
me.
you can come too and see the
No,
owl.
it's fine. I'm just gonna
As,
eat
as
donuts.
I'm coming back in, Sugar, just a person. I finished my list. I'm kidding. I already had it written.
Uh-huh.
Well, I need a mediator. And I can think of.
I love being in the
genuinely-
middle of all kinds of groups,
I couldn't
doing all
think of
kinds of
anyone
things.
better.
Mhm.
And trust me, I tried for quite a time to think of anyone better, but you are the only person I could think of. So that was a very short list. So would you be happy to mediate for me and Nyla, who is my friend, who is a girl?
Yes.
Good, because I have my 5-year plan list, and she's off writing hers, and we're going to need someone to mediate between both lists.
5-year plan for what?
Our what did she say? Ship. A boat.
You're building
vessel,
a boat?
Perhaps.
Oh, well, I can
I
help
haven't,
you
seen
build
her,
a
I,
boat.
haven't, I haven't seen her list yet.
Okay. Okay, so we're building a boat. Yeah, I can help mediate the building a boat.
Good.
Not
Excellent.
Are we doing
Suddenly
this in a
Zunday
car?
is there. Suddenly Zunday is there, and she's like, "You wanted to work on building the boat on the way to our next gig?"
Maybe. Can we
No.
sleep on the way there?
Well,
Yes.
it's like the afternoon, I guess. You can sleep in the back of my cart.
I'll sleep on the carpet. It's
Okay,
cozier.
but don't sleep and drive. Someone else better be driving the carpet.
Okay. Trinkle can drive the carpet. Or Rylan, or Nyla, or Diomedes, I guess.
Oh, well,
But
if
he's
you
not
could
on the
mediate
carpet.
along the way, I guess that's fine. Nyla, have
Okay,
you finished
yes.
your list?
no, I'm still working on it.
Well, we can work on what we have so far, I guess. So,
Alright.
Sugar, and I
Yes.
enter my list,
Great.
which is like dragon captured, alchemy
Okay,
lab,
On a ship.
experiments,
On a ship.
and buy dead things.
On a
Oh,
ship.
and also on that list is meet Tree Dad.
But it's spelled
I'm intrigued.
MEAT, and it's very confusing.
This is super confusing to me. Okay, okay, so these are all the things you want on the ship.
I guess.
Great. I think we can talk about this because some of these probably won't fit on a ship. You got your starter ship, right? And then you're
Really?
going to get the big ship at the end of the 5 years.
Well, I suppose that's how that works. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
In
Nyla,
Start
you have your
small.
list.
on
Start with
Nyla's
the-
list at the top, it says relationship, not just ship. and it's like family approval, proper courting, like like spending time together,
Okay.
meeting tree family and dealing with the ex-fiance.
There has been a fundamental miscommunication on so many levels.
Really? Fascinating.
This is more like a Christmas list, brother.
Maybe we should. Okay. Maybe we should talk about this. Yes, on the way because. Oh, Rylan, you are so smart. You know that? I take his face in my hands. You're very smart. You know this?
Yes, I am.
He's very smart, but sometimes you are very dumb. Very, very dumb. So dumb.
Right. Okay.
Okay. We're going to talk on the way about...
But this whole trip is all about learning and experiencing and growing and all that kind of fluffy stuff, too. I mean, saving the world is kind of the priority, but, you know, Sugar knows a lot of this is also about personal growth. I'm sorry?
At this point, I could take the world or leave it, you know.
About the world. What is threatening the world this time, may I ask?
Well, this is less about the whole world, and this is more just a clan of dwarves that I want to help out, some old friends of mine. But they're just down the road, and so instead of, like, you know, doing the magic thing, I thought we'd just take a nice ride.
Dwarves.
I've got frosting all set up with the cart outside.
Okay.
Let's talk and go. Talk and walk.
Yep.
All right.
I'm going to sit on the carpet with Rylan and explain about
Oh no, you're not
feelings.
gonna gloss over. You're not gonna gloss that over. We're gonna get. Yeah, I want to hear that conversation. You come outside, Ziomedes. You bundle up all of the owl bears, and everybody heads outside. And you can see that. Yeah, Frosting. Is it celestial horse? It's a celestial horse that you summoned, right?
Yes.
Yeah, has now been hooked up to a rather plain cart, no top to it, with a couple blankets in the back. Zunde asks Ziomedes you for a hand up into the cart.
Sure.
Help her up. She gets up into the cart, takes the reins, and then she offers you a hand because it seems like you're stuck in the cart with her.
I mean, I can walk it, but fine, sure. I'll get up and sit next to her.
I prestidigitate a big puff of glitter over the cart.
And now
Spruce it up.
all of your blankets in the back of the cart are covered in glitter. That'll be fun to sleep in. She takes the reins. She says, all right, well, grab your stuff and we'll get going. We're not in a hurry, but we should get going before the sun goes down. And she'll start to get Frosting heading in a northerly direction towards the mountains. You guys want to gather your stuff and...
I will also sit with Zunde and Ziomedes, thinking that Sugar, Nyla, and Rylan obviously need some relationship counseling. And so I just go, I cuddle Ziomedes' arm and take a nap for half of the road.
Yeah, I budge over and make some space.
Yeah, you guys can actually get into the back of the cart with the glitter blankets, and it's the two of you and all of your owl bears, one of them dressed up as Trinkle, all of them with cute little felt objects that they're alternatively just like cuddling with themselves or gnawing on like chew toys. And it's adorable, and you all make a big cuddle pile. And then Nyla, Sugar, and Ryland are all on the flying carpet. So it's this strange procession that leads out of the town onto the path winding north away from...
So weird.
You're all beautifully wonderful. It's amazing. You can see as you're leaving the town, you're leaving the fields behind, and way off in the distance, you every once in a while can hear as the Tarask has now kind of made the turn away from the town of Reeder and is continuing its slow circle around the Deadlands. But you guys are heading north towards what looked like a fairly nice mountain range. And Zunde is doing a fairly good job of giving the flying carpet some space. So the three of you can be on the flying carpet and chat.
Explain.
Right. Okay. So there seems to be a misunderstanding on the phrase ship. Right.
You can take this one.
Yeah, I'm trying real hard. Okay, so there's
I know what a ship is.
relationship, which
Yes.
and sometimes you shorten that word to ship. The cool kids do it. They do it where I've been living. It's fine.
Okay.
So you know what another kind of ship is. You know, like what a boat is.
Of course.
That's-
I'm not a fool.
Are you sure, Riley? Okay, because
A highly intelligent individual, I'll have you know.
I can't spell.
Okay. But Nyla is not talking about the boat. She doesn't want
Yes.
to have a boat with you. I mean, she wouldn't mind having a boat with you. I don't think. Like
Boats
you
are
would
nice.
co-own a
They're
boat,
nice.
Yeah.
right?
I
But
could
she's
have a
talking
boat, I guess.
She's talking about the other kind of ship.
A mobile lab, yes, that could be useful.
Okay.
Right, so she's talking about a relationship.
Relationship
Yes.
between
Do you know
the
what a-
two of you.
Do you know what like a
Right.
relation between people is?
Yes,
Like,
like Zymedes is my brother, you are my sister. You are my
Yeah,
friend who was a
that's-
girl.
Right. There are also other kinds of non-familial relationships. Right?
Such as that between a husband and a wife.
Yes.
He's got it.
Or when I was engaged. Although, yes,
No,
not really the same. She died.
I wouldn't.
I mean-
I wouldn't strive to emulate that one.
Right.
Right. So Nyla seems to be proposing that kind eventually, maybe, or just
Right,
working.
I think we spoke about no proposals.
Right.
I said I just didn't want to die. You know, I want to.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
Did you kill
I know,
your
I don't-
fiance?
It's a whole
Boy.
bag of worms.
Okay.
I don't kill any of my friends, so you're safe there.
Nyla, Rylan, can you go to the front of the carpet? I'm gonna just take Nyla to the back of the carpet real quick.
Absolutely.
Great.
To do that, you go to the front of this 5
2
by
feet away.
7 carpet.
I know,
Yes,
it's
you are
as
literally
tall as
2
my
feet
green
away.
screen. It's as tall as my green screen. I can picture it. Okay.
Yep. He is 3 feet away.
Have you thought that maybe Rylan might be kind of incapable of returning your affections that way? And that's okay? And that doesn't mean that he doesn't care about you? He's very bad at expressing his feelings.
He's worked on it a lot. He saved my life.
No, I can
He-
tell. I actually got a hug from him. I didn't get a hug from him the whole 8 years that we were a family. So
I mean, you know,
Progress.
he at one point said he was very sad that I had left for like a day. You know,
Yeah.
he gave me a dead flower crown.
these are all good things.
Yeah. He gave me a tongue. I mean,
Less good, but well-meaning.
yeah, it's close to a heart, but it's not.
No, why would you want the heart? Why would you want the heart of a
Well,
lizard?
not like an
person,
actual,
Nyla?
not like an actual heart, just like, you know.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
like the
Just,
idea.
just Nyla, just.
I mean, he's so
it's-
different than what my parents wanted for me, and it just works out well.
Well, as long as you're happy, just don't expect too much from him.
I mean, and who's gonna take care of him and not let him kill people?
That's all of our jobs.
Yeah, but he killed a lot of people in between you and
did?
Zymedes. So, like, I mean, you didn't do a very good job of watching him not kill people often, like his fiance. I would like not to end up dead like that. That's like on the list.
Well, I'm sure you'll
There's a
do a
big
good
bump
job of
in the
watching
road.
him all by yourself. I look forward to you surviving him. That'll be a first.
Rylan, the
probably
hair
will.
on the back of your neck stands up for no real reason whatsoever.
I turn back around. Is all sorted?
Oh, I think the conversation is over. Yes.
Sure.
So, about the 5-year plan. All on board? No, I mean, not literally the ship. Our relationship, not the actual physical boat.
Well, Nyla here will take care of you. I'm sure whatever she says you should do.
I mean, I didn't exactly say that. I'm just saying, gotta keep an eye on you as a person.
Right, because me
towels.
and Diomedes did not do a good job.
You
According
murdered.
to
True,
Nyla.
Well, you are my little sister. I look after you, right? Isn't that how that's meant to work?
Diomedes, for no reason whatsoever, in your cuddle pile of Trinkle and Owlbears, the hair on the back of your neck stands up, and you don't know why.
That's a great
Oh,
evening.
Diomedes, the hair on the back of your neck is standing up. Are you okay?
Oh, I thought you was asleep. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry. Wait, uneasy dread in the back of my mind.
So everything sorted then. We have a 5-year plan. It's all good.
I mean, did you read my list?
What was on it? Well, out of character, what's on the list? Yes, of course I read it. I was reading it while I was over there.
It was not dying, meeting tree family, relationship. There was something else, but I don't remember what I.
Prop recording.
I see
recording.
tree family on here.
Yes, there's more than my dad.
Ah,
There's
Okay.
mom, and brothers and sisters, and the entire
Well,
clan, and
I would
and
love to
dealing with
study
the
all of
ex-fiance.
oh
Study?
yes. Oh, your one or mine?
Mine.
Right. Good.
Because
Yes, no, study them. I mean, like, if they're tree people, I think scientifically it would be quite fantastic.
I
And
mean, you can't cut one of them open.
no. I never do that to any of my friends, family, or other friends. So,
Are you sure?
pretty certain on that one so far.
How many percentages of not cutting your friends' families open?
Less than 10. So it's a pretty good record. But it seems to me like our friendship and actual boat is secure. So job done, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, I think this went really well for everyone and has brought us all closer together.
I have to agree. I feel very close to all of you, but don't go physically close. Just, you know.
You are on a 5x7
let's-
carpet, so you are physically
I-
close to each other.
I'm actually a little uncomfortable with how close we're all right.
I mean,
So,
sure,
I'm going to sleep.
on the carpet.
On the
Like
carpet
this.
between the two of them?
Yep.
It gets in the middle.
Like,
now I
guess
just
I'll
don't
be in the back.
understand. Well,
I
the last
guess
thing
you
I don't
will.
understand is what on earth are Diomedes and Trinkle doing? They seem to be very huggy all of the time, and it's an odd friendship.
That is part of being in a relationship. You touch each
Okay,
other
now I'm
occasionally.
confused. Why?
oh, no, you're confused?
The little.
I'm sorry, I'm so giggly today. I can't help it. I'll mute myself.
No, this is amazing. Sugar is the most intimidating giggler ever.
I know. Okay. I'm good.
She's gonna kill you all, and I'm just gonna watch.
It's part of being in a relationship. You hug and hold hands and maybe sleep in the same bed occasionally.
We have separate beds, though. I mean, why would we need to use one if we have two and we're not poor?
Because it makes you feel close to the person. We can come back to this if you would like. You can think about it, and we can discuss it at a later.
I'm a scientist.
It's gonna be like
I'm
an
open to experiment. Indeed, I will take detailed notes on the matter.
Yeah, why don't you watch Diomedes and Trinkle a little bit? Get
I have
watch
been,
them.
trust me. I've got a notepad full.
Detail.
And they seem to be
Everything they do?
They seem to be exercising very vigorously towards the nighttime as well, which I wonder is some kind of regime that couples might have.
I think I miss
From the-
traveling alone.
From the front of the cart, Zunde says, "Oh, I think this is a good place for us to stop. It's probably going to take another hour
Yes,
or two to get
I would
here."
love
And
to
she
stop.
pulls-
I would love to stop Sunday.
the sun
I'll
is
have to
going
ask
down.
them about that.
Pulls the cart and Frosting over to the side. Zymedes, you and Trinkle are woken up as the cart kind of over the ground. And
Are we
she says,
ready?
No, we're gonna have to camp for the night. We'll get there tomorrow, but don't worry, it's not too far from here. You guys, you all take a rest, and I'll keep watch.
Said it was down the road.
It was. We've only been traveling for a couple hours, but we have a few more, and you don't want to
It felt
travel
like
at
so
night.
much longer, though.
It did,
Very
didn't it? I don't know
sleepy.
why. It was very boring.
Some kind of
It was a very boring
time
travel.
dilation, perhaps.
Maybe.
Are we resting here for the night?
Yeah, and she's
Yeah.
kind of pulled you guys off the
Ex-
side of the path, and you can see a
All
little
right.
clearing. There's trees have kind of rolled in from the open plains that you were at. You're kind of in a light forest, as it were, and the mountain that she had been pointing the cart towards is much closer. It seems like you're going to get to the base of it maybe in 2-3 hours. But the sun is about to set, and now seems to be a good time. You all recognize it's a good time to stop.
All right, well, Nyla, we can do one tense
You were dealing with a
scenario.
Tarrasque in the morning, so that
I'll
was
go
this
and-
morning.
That's
I'll go
true.
speak to Zymedes about his fitness regime. Perhaps it's something that we should add to our list.
I feel like there's things that come before that, like holding hands.
Right. Well, perhaps it is a 5-year plan that they have.
Maybe go talk to your brother.
There was
I
one
don't-
Good idea.
time I was drowning, and I think I'd rather be drowning right now. This is crazy.
I'm gonna make some food. Anyone want to join me in making food? Sugar, are you good at making food?
Zymedes,
Always
the moment of your
tasty.
time.
Oh, I was about to. I'd take that apron
Trust
off
me,
and
this-
give it to you.
This can't wait.
Oh, you can come. Okay, everyone.
I'll be right there. Hold on. My brother needs me on
Alright.
something.
I
Something
go sit
important.
next to
We're
Trinkle.
not even official.
So weird. I don't know. Okay.
Brother,
Yes.
what is it? Worries ahead.
I have recently been notified that I am in some kind of relationship with Nyla, and I know what you're thinking, but it's not a boat. It is actually a similar. It is similar to how we are related, but not with actual blood relatives. Something the mortals do, apparently. Fascinating. And it's not marriage either, which is obviously sensible. Thing, but so we have set out our 5-year plan for our friendship,
5 years?
and right. Well, we need to be prepared for such matters, I have become aware, been notified of the facts as they stand, that one must hold hands. And this is part of a fitness regime that leads up to nightly exercises, starting with holding of hands, presumably some kind of hand strengthening clamps. I've seen you use them before. Followed by the
Wait.
hugs, which presumably strengthen the upper core.
When have you been watching me during this? You say
There's a whole
you've been-
several minutes in where he was driving the carpet that you and Trinkle were curled up in the back with a bunch of owlbears.
Most evenings.
I'm sure I didn't
I was-
put any windows in our pillow forts.
No,
You've
no,
got
I
some-
scry up on all of you. Yeah.
You scry.
It's
You
routine.
magic spy on me whilst I'm with Trinkle in the pillow fort.
It, It's routine. Yeah. For all of us. I mean, it's not just you. You're not special in that regard. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to use this excuse that it's for science or something.
Well, of course it is. Everything is for science.
Those are personal moments that aren't for the other family members to watch. I think...
Explain this to me. What comes before brothers?
Wait, could you repeat that?
What comes before a brother and a brother?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Right. Well, no, nothing. We have the strongest of connections. Blood is thicker than any other liquid. But there are certain people which you find a special bond with, a connection. And Trinkle shares my passion. She's got the same ideal, a vision. You know, all that. You share many visions and passions with Nyla?
Almost none.
You must have something in common.
I suppose so. I've honestly never spoken to her about it.
Well, okay, well... You feel a stirring in your heart. There's something there, like a burning flame. If there's an emotion behind all this, you should be feeling. It's not just a spirit.
Only when I eat spicy food.
No. It's not like that. It's like...
I see.
Once upon a time, I remember, when my heart was content alone, and then a star woke it up. It was like, it's light, gone. Do you not feel that? One's dying in the back of the wagon. So...
It's okay.
Zende has come on over to help Trinkle make dinner, and apparently just at that moment she's been like, here, try these spices. I find that they're really good for when you're on the road. And Trinkle took a big whiff and now is just like in a coughing fit off screen. Well, she seems to be okay. Like Zunde's there patting her back, and Nyla and Sugar are there like, yeah, you guys are okay.
Here's the thing. I think I know to which you speak, because when Nyla was dying, I did feel something that I should save her.
Right.
It was a very unusual, uneasy feeling. I can't say that I enjoyed it. Of worry and fear for her, but also something else that I might be worried if she was in danger. What would you call that?
Good. No, that's compassion. That's a good emotion, and I'm not sure if it has a name. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I do know what you speak of. And yes, that's what you need to tap into.
Okay. And that's the thing. Okay. So I will try to have more of this compassion. How can one summon it? Is there a chemical formula which I could procure? Some kind of potion, perhaps, or spell?
That's more your side of things. But I'm sure there's some sort of chemical reaction going on, yes.
I'll get right to it. I'll probably just need some of her DNA and some of mine.
You work on the chemical side of it. I'll work on that emotional side of it. And we'll come and meet in the middle, and we'll have
This is an excellent division of labor.
Yes.
Handle the emotions. I will handle the side.
Okay.
She will feel like she is in a ship.
One last thing. No more scrying in the pillow forts at night. Yes?
Oh, yes, of course.
When I'm raging in private, that private raging, and then there's battle raging. Yes, there's two different. Stop scrying at me. I walk away.
Of course. And I go and I get down to my alchemy, and I'm going to try and figure out how to
reproduce empathy in a bottle.
Yeah.
Empathy in a bottle. That's somehow we went to the same place.
Sorry.
Unless there's any other fun conversations or anything else that somebody wants to do, Zende will offer to stay watch for the evening as you all take part in your private raging. How would your sleeping arrangements like to be?
Is she gonna stay up all night, or are we gonna do different watches?
She just says, I'll take care of watching. I slept most of the day while you were taking care of the stuff and the things and everything, so I can watch. You get your sleep, and in the morning we'll get you over to Berzamund, and we'll get the dwarves taken care of.
I've seen Nylea only needs meditation at night. Is that true? You don't really sleep that long, do you?
I sleep sometimes.
Oh.
We're sleeping in the same tent tonight. There's science occurring.
Wait.
What?
Nyla and Rylan, you're
no,
sleeping in the same tent?
No, can we please not? Can we please
Right.
not?
Yes, we are. It's what Sugar suggested.
No, it is not. I'm going to go sleep over here with the carpet and stuff cotton in my ears, so I don't want to put a sword in them instead. Good night.
I doubt anything's gonna happen.
Nyla, come into my lab.
I know.
Right.
Stay up and watch her to go to bed. Stay up and watch
I pray to Suni to make the sun rise faster.
Nyla looks at like her own tent, and Rylan's like weird science tent, and I'm just like,
Mind the traps on the way in.
is there a place to sleep in there?
Of course, yes.
Not on something that's gonna kill me?
Right. I'll move some things around.
Right, Sunday, we're relying on you to alert us of any dangers that come in the night. Any strange noises.
Absolutely.
Unless they're coming from that tent over there. So if you hear anything going from that, don't...
Praying to my other patron. Please make the sun come up faster. Please make the sun come up faster. It's fine. I can curse lots of people. It's okay.
Sunday looks over at where Nyla and Rylan are heading into one tent, where Sugar is curling up with the carpet, where Ziomedes and Trickle are heading off to another tent, and she says, "Oh yeah, well, unless you guys are having, your private raging, and then I'll let you do that. You're all adults. It'll be fine." And she just sits in the cart. She pulls out what looks like a little knitting set, and she starts to knit things. And the night passes. However, the night will pass. We will just kind of fade out and fade back into the morning, because some things don't need to be explained to the DM. The next morning, you all rise as the sun comes up. You can smell that there's some breakfast cooking on the fire. You all kind of come to consciousness about the same time, and you find that while there is breakfast waiting for you, Zunday is gone. And on the cart, you can see there's a letter that's been left, kind of pinned to the cart with, there's like a rock sitting on top of it.
I'll pick it up, because I'm awake first. Had trouble.
Well, you're probably closest to the cart, at least. You all kind of, as the sun comes up, you all kind of rise together. You see that the letter is from Zunday. It's in her very neat handwriting, and it just says, "Had to go. Go talk to Borzin Opalpike in Berzamund. Just keep going down the road."
Borzin and the Opalpike clan in Berzamund.
Yeah, Berzamund. She'd mentioned that's where you guys were headed, and the name you're given is Borzin Opalpike.
Yeah,
Doesn't sound dwarven to me, but
Maybe
Then
it
again,
is.
What dwarves have you met?
I've not met many, if I'm honest. But
Well, there you go. We're all learning so much about each other. Let's go. Going to
I'd love to
sit
say
on
you
this
were.
carpet.
Apparently,
Are you okay?
I'm
Apparently
sitting on
her
this
long
carpet
rest-
by myself.
And you like rise it before.
Yep, by myself, and I start going.
You're gonna
Right.
leave behind the breakfast and everybody else.
Yes.
She just
No,
starts
I'm-
floating down the
I'm
road
just-
by her. She just wakes up and starts to float.
this.
There's a breakfast there. There's tents to be like.
I need you bacon!
Oh, I do like bacon. Fine, back. Make the carpets go backwards.
Frosting was looking at you leaving and giving like this. Trickle's like, Bacon! Frosting, who has like been grazing nearby, was giving you this look as you were leaving, and now you come back.
I can summon you places. Calm down. Here I come.
I think he's a bit upset you've now found the carpet rather than.
Oh, that's right. I can't take care of more than one person.
I just gave her a plate full of bacon. Here you go. It's gonna be okay.
Bitter sugar is the best sugar.
I know. I'm like, man,
Completely
someone's salty.
oblivious to it all.
Don't make it
Salty sugar.
Don't make an animal handling check. See if the horse is of the
I was
carpet.
more blaming Ziomedes because he spent more time with Rylan. You only spent like childhood with him.
You didn't differentiate, Sam. Eating my bacon.
Arms crossed.
I like
Arms bacon.
Arms crossed and eating bacon.
Floats on over with the carpet so she doesn't even have to move. Takes the pile of bacon from Trinkle and just.
I like lean over to Nyla and be like, "Do you think something's wrong with Sugar? She looks strange."
I think that's what you call feelings.
But I've heard of these things. Yeah, Trinkle told me about them, as did you.
And
Back in Darkhold.
yeah,
What
yes.
feelings is she doing now?
This looks like the feeling of upset.
I make that happen a lot. Did I do that?
I think this is actually me this time.
Oh, good. Not me.
For the first time in ever.
Well, that's
Yeah.
Sing, you have to sing it.
I don't think you've ever upset me.
Are you having this conversation all together while Sugar is just like on the carpet right there eating bacon?
I took
think
bacon and I rose 40 feet in the air.
It started as a whisper.
Well, look, I'm an expert at hurting people's feelings. So, what I do is I say I'm sorry.
Apologize.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I think that's what I have to do. But she's quite high in the air. And the only thing that I have that goes that high is my arrows, and I don't think it would be very nice to shoot one at her.
No, that also hurts people's bodies and feelings.
Yes.
Sugar, could you come down, please?
No.
Don't make me
Okay.
come
I
up
can.
there.
Oh.
I will fly up there. Share some bacon with the rest of us. Not all for you. Can't do that with a coffee.
That's awesome.
Fine.
That was pretty high.
Want to make sure you're both nutritioned, so you
I-
grow up big and strong, so you're taken care of. I'm coming down.
I stand looking up and I just hold my mouth open, waiting for a bit of bacon to drop down.
Yeah, I toss the bacon down into your mouth, but it's like 5 strips on your face. You look like a fish when you do that.
How far is Sugar down?
I am now 10 feet above you.
So okay, so you're still pretty high. Hey, Sugar,
Always.
can
Yes,
I speak to you real quick?
we are speaking right now. We did it. Go team.
Can I speak to you privately?
As long as we do it on the way, because I feel like we're
Thanks,
never
buddy.
going to get to this
Yeah.
damn mountain.
Let's go.
As long as we do it
I don't know.
on the
I
way.
can continue to listen to
I'm
you guys
enjoying
have D&D and romance all day long. I'm totally okay with this.
D&D romance. Wait, no. Dungeons.
D&D.
No, we don't need no dungeons. We don't need no dragons either.
No, you don't need any of that. It's all fine.
I don't need any-
We'll be done.
Yeah.
Role-playing.
Okay.
Role-playing dragons. All right, so are you guys headed? All I need to do is go blow my nose, and apparently you guys are now back on track on the plot. It's great. Was there anything else you wanted to do this morning, or did you want to
I
head
think
off?
we're gonna head that
No,
way,
yeah, we're
but
gonna
I
go.
want to talk to Sugar on the way.
Yes. We have to have girl talk. Happy girl talk.
Yeah,
I don't.
you've been told it's like another hour or two down the road. And actually, Sugar, when you did your, I'm going to be in a tree house for a couple of minutes up in the air, you could see just down the road. This seems to lead to the base of the mountain where you could swear you see a tiny little town and maybe like a cave leading into the mountain.
Yes,
because
I
you-
know
you
where we're
went-
going.
Yeah.
Yes, it was for
Anyway.
practical reasons and not because I'm Pouty Baby.
Sorry, every time that happens, I can't help it. All right, you guys are traveling again, and you're more than welcome to continue all these wonderful discussions that have been happening.
So Nyla would talk to Sugar and be like, I think I may have hurt your feelings yesterday when
do
we
you?
were all on
That's
the call.
crazy.
Yeah. But I wanted to say I was sorry, and I didn't mean that you didn't take good care of Ryland. I meant more that, you know, they didn't spend a lot of time with you, so it was mainly the Siamedes who didn't watch him and make sure he didn't kill a bunch of people. What I meant was just that you weren't around, which is not your fault.
No, it was not my fault.
No.
I was sent away
So-
when I was 8.
Exactly. It's not your fault that Ryland went off and murdered thousands of people, probably. I don't know how many.
What is
I
happening?
I don't know how many. We haven't gone through the list. I know he has one.
That should probably
it's
be
on-
in your
it's in his
list.
book.
Like, how many people have you killed? That's kind of a deal breaker.
Yes,
Or a
but
deal
we're trying
maker.
we're trying this whole thing of him not murdering people and getting rewards for it, like pets when
Towels.
you teach them. Yeah, like ow. Yeah,
Okay.
the towels represent every towel is every person he didn't kill. So he doesn't kill someone,
How
he
many
gets a towel.
towels does he have?
Right now, I think like 2 or 3. So he's only not killed 2 or 3 people.
So bad.
Yeah, we're working on some.
Maybe I am a bad sister. Maybe I should have just been mad at myself. This is terrible.
No. You just weren't there. It's, you know.
I wasn't.
But
I'm
I
very
didn't want to
busy.
hurt your feelings because normally I don't like to hurt people's feelings and.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But we all just have to watch Ryland very close so he doesn't murder more.
Yup, apparently. Okay.
Yes.
Now, okay, you can sit on the carpet with me now. And I will
Okay.
braid your hair while we go.
Okay.
Helps me work out my stress.
Like my head's like completely like back.
Want to French braid it.
It's this amazing braid, but your scalp is going to be sore for days afterwards.
Oh,
All right.
it looks beautiful.
And you do manage to get her hair braided just as you break the tree line and enter what looks like a very tiny town. Maybe 4 or 5 buildings, but there seems to be a lot of activity, and there seems to be a lot of activity heading inside what is obviously a large cavern leading into a mountain. All seems to be dwarves, so you must be in the right place.
Whee!
Does anyone here speak Dwarven?
I
Nope,
speak Elvish. And
don't do that.
As
And
do
common.
I.
Let's hope they speak common then. Hail! As we walk into town, just calling the
Yo.
nearest.
Yeah, there's some guards right there, kind of at the entranceway. One of them
Hello.
looks over at you, and you say "hail," and he goes, "Yo."
What's your
Go.
name?
Means hi. What's up, buddy?
Dwarven for
Hi,
hail.
I'm Daryl Opal Pike. What's
Ah.
yours?
Mine is Diomedes. These are my fellow companions. We were expecting to meet an elderly-looking woman. Her name Sunday. Sunday, yes.
No,
yeah.
we're looking for her friend Borzen. Borzen, Opal Pike. We have a meeting.
Oh yeah, you're looking for Borzen. Okay, yeah, he's over in the great hall over there, and he points down the road where the road leads into. There's like 5 buildings, and he's pointing at what he's calling the great hall right there. It's maybe like a little bit bigger than the other buildings. They're all very simple wooden structures. This one that he points to seems to have a larger crowd around it. He says, "Yeah, if you're looking for him, he's gonna be right in that building over there."
Right. Let's go. Hey, what's Dwarvish for thanks?
Gazach!
Gazach!
Yeah, you gotta put the emphasis on the other syllable. You gotta go Gazach! Yeah, you'll get it. Don't worry. They all speak common anyway. Go on. Go take care. I gotta watch out for stuff.
As
See you later.
we're walking, I scratch a little note down in my notepad, close it, put it back in, and snatch Nyla's hand and hold it like this, and walk along like this.
Oh, this is nice.
You are stared at, all of you, as you come in, holding each other's hands awkwardly. This pink horse leading a cart and a flying carpet. You head on over to what you've been told is the Great Hall, which seems to be just a plain wooden building with a lot of dwarves hanging around it. They make room for you. They're like, "Hey, how you doing? Yo, and eventually you get to the door, and you enter the building. Everybody kind of parts for you. You are the only non-dwarves that you can see within this whole town, and so people kind of just part out of your way. And inside, you see that this rather modest building that's been called the Great Hall, it looks just kind of like an office. There's a couple of tables set up. There's a fire going in the fireplace. There's a couple of dwarves around, and one of them is kind of seated at what looks like a big table that's been turned into a desk. It's just covered in paperwork. He's flipping through some books. One of the other dwarves that's at the door, when you mention that you're looking for Borzen, points to him. He's kind of a rotund dwarf. He's got this big mane of red hair braided in the back, a big bushy beard that looks like it hasn't been combed in a while. It's just kind of sticking out at all kind of weird angles. He looks haggard and looks up at all of you and says, yo, hi, what can I help you with? Are you here to help with the Yeah,
thing?
you're the ones that I hired. Yeah, it's you?
We're the heroes.
Yep, just him. Yo.
Wow, you got here super quick. I wasn't expecting anyone for days. Yeah, have a seat. Everybody get out of here. Get out. Out. And he kind of shoos all the other dwarves out. They bring you some seats to sit at the table with, and he goes, "So what you've been told about the issues that we've been having down in the mines?"
Nothing.
Literally nothing.
Oh,
Just a ride.
You dug too deep.
mercenaries. All right. Well, no, actually, I don't. Oh, I don't think we did. So we're trying to build out a home back in the caves and everything. We broke into this awesome cave, and I can't get anyone to go in and mine out of it. It's causing some problems. I'm hoping that some non-dwarves can come along and take care of the problem, because there's a vein of gold running in this thing that I want to go after, that's going to be able to take care of my clan for years. But every time anyone goes in there, they fall asleep.
What?
They fall asleep?
Yeah.
How many people are still asleep in there?
Yeah.
They
No, they
sleep
eventually
together?
wake up. No. It's
separately?
you're in there for a little while, and then eventually you just kind of fall asleep, and then you wake up and you kind of wander. It hasn't hurt anyone yet, but no one can do any work in there. You're in there for 10, 20, 30 minutes. Eventually everyone just falls asleep. It's the weirdest thing. I did it myself. I had some really weird dreams. And
Wake up and work again, or do you just fall asleep again?
Well, when you wake up from it, your brain is kind of fuzzy, and like a weird hangover, but not like the hangover that you like after you drink all kinds of ale. It's a kind of hangover where you're fuzzy for a while, and eventually people wander out, and we've got it cornered off now, because you go in there and people just sleep 10 minutes at tops. If they wander out, and then eventually they're okay, and they're like, I just had some dreams and it was okay, but no one can do any work in there. Everyone I send on over there, they fall asleep on me. How am I supposed to get anything done if everyone's falling asleep? So I need some, I think maybe some non-dwarves? Well, maybe it's just a dwarf thing? I don't know.
We have our expert ranger with us who can get to the bottom of any anomaly.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's you, yes.
absolutely. Yes, I
Hey,
can.
our
And this is
favorite
a mountain.
territory.
She likes
This is
nature-themed things.
Mountain.
Yeah.
So we've been digging out our new home here. I finally got this plot of land, and he's pointing back towards the mountain as he says this. He's like,
Yeah.
my clan, we finally got enough resources to go, start our own home inside the mountain, and everything been going fine for like a year and a half. We've been doing great. I got the great hall set up. We got homes. We got the whole 9 yards. It's beautiful. I'll take you on a tour. It'll be amazing. You'll love it. And then we broke into this cavern, and this cavern is great. This cavern has got more gold in it than I think I could spend in a year. It'd be fantastic. It'd be amazing. But everybody falls asleep. It's the weirdest thing. And like, people are starting to think that it's cursed, and some other people who think that like it's some weird thing from a god is taking over it, and some people think that we should blow it up, but I don't know. Everyone's got some different ideas about what we should do, but everyone who goes in there falls asleep.
Blowing it up is an option, isn't it?
No, always. I'd stick some dynamite in there and take it all out. If
I like this
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if it'll help though. That's the thing.
I don't think we want to blow it up. I think that's
I would
the
rather
opposite
not
of
blow
what
up all that gold. That gold would be really nice. I mean, that's a good gold there. It's a big vein.
Have you put torches in there?
Yeah, we got a couple torches in there. It all seems fine. It doesn't keep people awake.
Okay. That sounds something magical about it. Rylan, have you heard of something like this before?
Well, there are such things as sleep spells, which could put someone to sleep. There's sleep gas, which I believe Nyla and Trinkle have experienced before, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
He doesn't mention his own name. He also totally fell asleep.
I think wasn't it
Remember,
everyone besides Alindra and Siamedes that didn't? Yeah, it was the three of us.
Thanks.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Those two have
Right.
experienced it before. So it could be some kind of trap or a recurring spell which is in place to keep people away from the gold. But if so, it's a very harmless one. If I were trying to hide my gold from tiny little people that came around, I would lay some kind of fireball trap or poisonous.
Yo. Hey, wait. We're not tiny. I mean, come on, it's short, but you don't have to be talking no smack here. I mean, we're all professionals.
I apologize. There must be adults amongst your race as well, other than just adolescents like yourselves.
I just kick him in the back of the knee.
Is the tunnel going to be big enough for Siamedes?
Oh yeah. We like high ceilings. It's gonna be fine.
Oh,
Okay.
thank God. Thank Bahama.
Does it have a weird smell in there at all? I don't know.
Odors.
I'm just thinking.
A bit, but we thought that could be a couple of things. It could be some natural gases. It could be like we broke into this cavern when we were digging out, and so it could be just musty. We're not quite sure, but yeah, it smells a little weird.
Is there any creatures in it? Have you
Oh,
encountered
nothing
anything?
No, nothing. In there. I mean, in some of the other places we've gone, we've encountered some nasty stuff, but nothing we couldn't handle. No, this place seems to be fine.
All right.
Point us in the direction. We'll check it out.
All right. I'll go get my brother. He'll get you on down there pretty quick. Then he waves over another dwarf who is gonna lead you on into the cave. Are you taking frosting? Are you taking the
Feel like
carpet?
We'll roll up the carpet.
Yeah, roll
We
that.
can
Okay.
roll up the carpet.
Yeah.
But frosting can stay outside. If there's I don't know if they have stables or just somewhere I can tie him up.
Yeah, they've got
Cool.
kind of a. They don't really have any stables out here, but they've got a place where you can bring frosting in the cart.
Okay.
And the brother takes you. Now that you're closer to the entranceway, you can see that what looked like a huge hole being dug into this mountain is starting to be stylized on the outside. You can see the left-hand side has actually been carved to look like a pillar, and the beginnings of an archway are being constructed. And when you enter, for a good 10-15 minutes, you're walking down streets in what looks like a dwarven city. The area outside with these very basic wooden structures seems to just be a staging area, and they've already dug quite deep into this mountain, and you go past what looks like a marketplace. You can see a larger cavern has been dug off to one side that seems to have larger, more impressive buildings, maybe even a temple. There's an entire home already built into this cavern. And you take a left turn, and eventually the cobblestone streets and kind of the very squared off halls become a little bit rougher, and there's a dip that you go into, and then you see some guards standing at what looks like the area where the natural cave starts to retake over. And they hold up some hands to stop you, and the brother nods at them and says, yeah, that you go about like a quarter of a mile down this way, and it'll open up as a really huge cavern. It's really cool. You're gonna love it. But that's where you're gonna you go in there, and that's where you're all gonna fall asleep.
Is it when you enter inside of it? Is it at a certain point once you get in?
I think they said 10 minutes, roughly.
Well, it's
Yeah.
different for everyone. The longest lasted about 10 minutes. Like, some people, they get in there and they're like, immediately, poof, sleep. Oh, others, they're like, they're okay for a little while. But, like, the longest someone seemed to stay awake was like 10 minutes.
What about the tunnel? Is it okay in there?
Most of it. We stay kind of far back just to be sure. We haven't really tested, like, where exactly whatever this is, where it happens. We're just being careful. So, like, you're okay here, and then, like, past here, I can't tell you anything.
Right.
Sorry.
Oh, very well. It's fine. We could always tie some rope and go in, have a look around, and then if I fall asleep, you could pull me back.
I have a wand which can detect magic, which might be able to identify where the trap is.
Do it
I
up.
might not be bad.
I can also make a nature check on it or explore it
Yes.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Do like
Natural
nature-themed
inside.
things.
All
Yes.
these sound awesome. You're gonna do them here. You're gonna do them in the cave.
How long does it take to get down there?
Oh, it's just a walk down there, but it's, how fast you want to go. It's like a quarter of a mile.
Well, the wand lasts a while, doesn't it?
10 minutes of charge.
There you go. Light it up. Let's see what we can find.
All right, you activate the wand.
It's Ryland's, yeah.
Yeah. Is it
Yeah,
basically
yeah,
just
I'll,
to detect magic?
Yeah, I think it has like 3 charges per day. Resets at dawn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Probably
just
does
detect
detect
magic.
as well.
Sure. You activate the wand, and within 30 feet, you can sense one of the guards that's standing there. One of his swords is magic.
Ooh.
Oh.
But otherwise, nothing else pings. But yeah, this one guard seems to have a really nice sword.
Interesting. Well, nothing here other than that man's sword, which is quite interesting, I have to say. As far as being interested in other people's swords goes, that would be one to look at. For those of you who
That one right there.
wield such weapons.
Mhm.
Before I go in, I grab I have oh my goodness, I can't think of the word. Ribbon kind of, and I like tie it around my mouth a little bit and nose, just kind of like to like make sure like if it's like you breathe it in, it like takes a little while longer, you know. Anyway, so I don't know. I'm just thinking this might be. I don't know if it comes through your mouth and your nose. Maybe it makes you go crazy, and so I just walk in. I'm taking the lead, guys.
All right.
Okay.
Be right behind you.
All right. You guys head down this is obviously part of the cavern that's just natural that you wind your way through, and eventually after a quarter of a mile it opens up into this gigantic cavern. This thing is football field sized and 50, 60, 70 feet high, rough rock. It is frankly gorgeous in here. There are crystal outcroppings that are giving off prismatic light from the torches that have been placed near it. It's obvious that whatever time that these dwarves had in here, they kind of realized where to put the torches to maximize the light in here, and there's just rainbow colors being reflected onto a bunch of the surfaces of this stone cavern. and you can very clearly see running kind of out of one wall to your right, down through the floor, and then into a wall on the far side, this vein of gold. Yeah, it's not pure, but it's
But you can see it
it's
still.
definitely just chunks of it. You see a couple of picks and shovels lying about. You see one bag lying off a bunch away in the distance. But otherwise, for a moment, you're just kind of stunned at the beauty of this thing. The crystals that are coming out. There's like 7 or 8 different outcroppings of them that are just casting lights everywhere. Rylan, nothing pings on your wand. Nothing, at least within 30 feet. And you can walk around a little bit and nothing so far pings. I do need you all to make Constitution saving throws.
Yep.
Hey, and we're
No
all
time to
standing
waste.
together, so you all get +4.
We have no time to waste in here. Let's get in and get out. Oh my
That's a
god.
natural one. That's a natural one.
12 plus 4.
Wow.
Oh my!
Dirty 20.
No.
It doesn't work if
Wait,
I'm
are you a halfling?
unconscious.
Guys are the
You a
best.
halfling lucky?
Oh, you can re-roll that, Trinkle.
Yes, you
Oh,
can.
yes,
I'll
it is
take
because it's a
lucky,
natural
right?
one and I'm a
Yeah, yeah,
halfling. Woo!
Thank god.
Yeah. The 2
Oh,
is the
thank
halfling
goodness.
one.
Oh my
So next
god.
Yeah.
Okay.
16.
So we got a 15, a 12, a dirty 20, a 12. Okay, Sugar. This looks like a really good place to fall asleep. You're asleep. Like, you don't fall over. It's kind of like you walk in, you see the gorgeousness of everything. It's amazing, and you just want to kind of curl up and you just drift off, and you're gone.
The youngest
gone.
first. Well, I give her a little tap on the shoulder, and if that doesn't work, kind of a shake. Sister, wakey wakey. And now I
She's
give her a
got a
slap.
nice smile on her face. Slap her.
Yeah, no, literally, I was gonna slap her if he wasn't gonna. So
Her head goes. Tush. Does not
Oh.
wake up.
I feel
Okay,
like
well-
Head the other way.
happy about that.
I wouldn't recommend that. That honestly never works. That's. You can keep trying, I guess.
Does
I don't
not
think
work.
she's going to
She's
be
not
much
got.
use to us.
She's not.
Wait, should I kiss her? Is that what happens? To make
She
me
needs
people
true
wake up?
love.
I tried to guess last
Well,
time. It
technically,
didn't,
I'm the.
didn't
Wait,
work.
true love. Wait, when did you try true love? Who did you kiss?
It was back when we all
Yes,
got
who-
gassed in the trap room from the
Did you
twins.
kiss? I mean, it wasn't me, was
You
it?
kiss Elendra?
Oh, that woman we had with us.
No, Alindra was the only one awake. It was I don't know.
No. You kissed
Oh,
Nyla?
Nyla. That's weird. Wait a minute, that's odd.
Wait,
So glad
wait.
I'm asleep.
you
Alindra was the one
You
who told me
kissed
to do it.
Hang on a minute.
you
Alindra said it would work, alright? Look, I
Wait,
think
you
we have
didn't-
more important things to be doing now, don't
and-
we?
Not at
and
all.
you thought I was your true love?
No, Alindra said that it might work
Oh.
to wake everyone up,
Yeah,
and
me.
so tried it. You didn't wake
Well,
up.
you know, if there is a betrothal, I will step aside.
It
I
didn't
don't
You're
work.
gonna bury Nyla? So that means you like Nyla too?
I mean, it's just like lost for words now. It's just
Thank
Washing
you
it-
And I love you
for
all
talking
to roll
about-
I'm gonna
all of
leave.
you who are awake right now. I need you to roll another Constitution saving.
Oh, God.
It looks like I need a new friend.
Oh my goodness.
oh man.
No, Rylan, I don't think that's how it works because I did not agree to it.
It was a long time ago, okay? Just
13 for me.
Yeah.
Yes, my
uh,
brothers.
Okay, so 13. Okay, Nyla, you think that Sugar has the right idea. This conversation is annoying, and you're just tired of it. And you curl up next to her and you fall asleep.
oh no.
Like
Alpha
in the
mentioned-
middle of this conversation, as you guys are talking, she's just like, "Nope."
You're not gonna get
I look
another.
at
Yeah, now.
I point in.
Look what you've
We're
done.
talking later, bud.
and then I go back to Sugar, and can I like check to see like what maybe like make sure like they're breathing and the heartbeat is everything okay with them naturally? Just their
Oh, yeah. They just
That makes
seem to
sense.
be, yeah, you can tell very easily they're both breathing. You can actually even see that it looks like they're dreaming. Like you can see their eyes moving under their eyelids.
going like an
They're like
Oh.
immediately in REM sleep. They seem to be perfectly healthy other than the fact that you can't wake them up.
Heading over to Nyla.
If you would like to know more, if there's any other checks, you let me know. If
I'm
there's
just
anything,
saying, does it seem magical at all?
roll an arcana check.
Oh, great. Oh, boy.
As if it is.
Oh.
Say ancestry might prevent. I'm not sure.
Oh, nope. So,
Nothing seems to be magical about this, and Ryland, you don't. Nothing pings on your wand. You don't see any magic.
She seems
happening.
to be fine in all of her senses. She looks a lot more well rested than she was sleeping last night when I took notes.
Could have swore.
took notes? Oh my god. I don't want to know.
Passing out.
I'm gonna cast on myself and on Rylan. So I'm at a 3rd level. I'm gonna cast enhanceability for Constitution. Is it? Did you say checks or saving throws?
It's been saving throws.
Oh, dang it. So this doesn't work. Okay,
It's
never mind.
Just been Constitution saving throws. It's just you lost once Sugar fell asleep. You lost her plus.
Xiomedes heads over towards Nyla and says, "Well, they're not going to be much use to us like this. I should take them
Should we
back."
pull him out? Yeah.
I pick up Nyla in my arms, start heading off the tunnel.
Don't try kissing her again.
Yeah, I see how you picked Nyla first.
I didn't
I'll
say
drag both
no.
if I have to. I'll get both
Second
then.
point doesn't- Goodness.
Are you going to
Alright,
try to
I'll-
take both of them?
Yeah. I'll try and get them both then.
Oh my goodness.
All right,
One-
that I'm going to need
double
a
priming.
strength check.
Okay.
This friendship
One of them I think
very-
you're strong
very
enough. I'm going to need a
complex.
strength check to try to do both.
Oh god, natural one.
Oh, jeez.
Again.
Xiomedes, why don't you tell me why you fail miserably at picking either of them up?
Okay, well, I've got Nyla in my hands, and I try to bend down and pick up Sugar by like her head, and then her up slightly, and I realize I'm going to drop Nyla, so I let go of Sugar to catch Nyla, make sure she doesn't fall on the floor, but Sugar just like cracks her head against the
Oh,
stonework.
snap.
Oh,
Ooh.
no. Good news is Sugar doesn't get hurt. Bad news is she doesn't wake up.
Ah,
Yeah, Xiomedes, you don't think you could take both? You're pretty sure you could pick up one of them and carry them without too much of a problem, but not both.
sorry
While he's
about
thinking
that.
about that, Rylan, what are you doing during all this?
Rylan, do you want to try and
I
drag
don't-
out Sugar with me?
Yes. Like Rylan was looking into his notes of like all the way back to when we got like fallen asleep. I guess he did kiss Nyla. Huh. Yes. Let's carry Sugar out of here.
No one else saw that,
Okay.
by the way. If Sugar wakes up and asks how she got that bruise, it definitely wasn't me dropping her on her head.
Well, at least you didn't kiss her.
Brother, how many times are you going to
Oh my
bring this up?
goodness.
At least a few more.
Jesus, right? Well, listen, can we just get them out?
I am-
Otherwise, they're going to fall asleep.
I haven't
I
even
try to
kissed
take
her.
Sugar
That's-
by myself while they're fighting.
That's year 3 of our 5-year plan is trying to kiss her.
I would love all of you to make Constitution saving
We
throws.
need to get
All of you who are awake.
Okay.
Constitution.
Do we still get the bonus from...
Nope.
Nope.
Nope? Okay,
No.
then.
23. Good night,
All right. Trinkle, you lean over to try to take Sugar because you're like, I'm enough of this. And as you lean down, she just looks so comfy.
So
And
comfy.
now
Like,
you are-
you know, her arm is like possibly like proportioned out a little bit. So like perfect for me to just cuddle up into the arm. Sounds good. I'm down.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're
It
just
is-
fighting.
Since I have meetings with Nyla, maybe Sugar's next trip.
The 3 ladies have just curled up in what looks like a very pleasant slumber. Xiomedes and Rylan, you two watch as this happens. What do you do next?
All right, fine.
I'm still got Nyla in my hand.
You take Nyla out. I'll drag Trinkle out.
Oh,
Sugar, I'm not be able to carry Sugar on my own.
Sure. Yeah, Trinkle weighs a lot less.
And we
all right.
never speak of this to them.
No. Quick then, before we breathe any more of this in. I'm guessing it's
Yes,
airborne.
I pick up Nyla and I pick up Trinkle and try to take her out.
Quick.
Yeah, you guys are able to. Sugar is sadly left behind for the moment, but yeah, Ziomedes grabs Nyla, Rylan grabs Trinkle, and you guys get back out to where the guards are, who seem. They kind of give you the, well, yeah, of course, yeah, sure. Like they're not at all surprised.
Well, you're not lying. We confirmed that much.
Are you guys just leaving Sugar?
How long does it
Okay.
take?
I'm much happier here, Lauren. I'm much happier here.
How long did it take for these to wake up? Usually.
Usually it was like an hour or two. It took a while. It wasn't that fast.
I better go back in
Let's
and
go
grab
back and get her.
Okay.
All right, both of you going back or just one?
You can do it. I'll look after these two.
Okay. Make sure you don't try anything as stupid as I did.
All right, Diomedes, you head.
I am not you.
All right, I run back in. Let's try and find Sugar.
Oh yeah, you find her. I mean, you were only gone a couple of minutes at most. You find her just she was. As you go to pick her up, I'd love you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god. We're at 16.
You pick her up and you head back out.
As I'm going to. Has she got armor on? Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
Okay. No, I'm inspecting her back where her wings would be normally. And I'm just concerned about something because I saw her wings the last time and they weren't like mine at least. But if I can't see anything,
Where are you taking?
I'm walking back with her.
To inspect her?
I'm not like I'm just carrying her, and as I do, I kind of like flip her over, and I'm just inspecting where the wings would be. I guess.
Like a fucking
Diomedes? Diomedes, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay, cool.
My goodness.
The concussion she's about to have.
It's like loop. Right, perception. Okay, let's do this. Well,
Oh my
23.
Ooh.
Sugar, you don't have your wings out at the moment, but what does he see?
So yeah, they're not out. So I guess what he would see is that from a similar design that's on the sword hilt that she has is now kind of, you can see bits of it kind of creeping out from her armor. Dark red almost. Kind of swirls that might be a language, but you don't speak it.
Right, but it looks like a language.
Yeah.
And it's dark red. Is it etched into the skin, or is it more like kind of just drawn on, like
More like a tattoo.
a tattoo? Right. Okay.
Yeah. But it's similar to the sword hilt.
Weird, intriguing. I get all the way down the tunnel and back to the others.
You do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, so you weren't in there long. Did you find anything?
Well, that was just.
We made quite the revelations, didn't we, brother?
We determined it's not magical, at least.
All right.
Mhm.
Well, it's gonna take like an hour or two for these three to sleep it off. You want to? We can
there a
get you
coffee
some
room?
beds and stuff.
Oh
yeah,
we should.
we got.
Let's
Or
find
you can
somewhere-
leave them here if you want to go
No,
back
no.
in. That's fine with us. I mean,
Find them somewhere more comfortable, I guess.
they'll help you take the three ladies up back into the area of Berzamund that's actually inhabited. There's actually a station set up nearby that is just a house with some beds. You can even see there's a couple dwarves in there right now who seem to be sleeping, whether it's because they tried to go into the cave or what. But yeah, you're able to bring the three ladies. And as you do that, Nyla, Sugar, Trinkle, you all are having a wonderful dream. Not together. It's your own little personal dream. Probably something fun from your past, like a happy memory. Something that is it's a pleasant dream. It's a happy dream. What are each of you dreaming about?
Sugar would be dreaming about like the week before she got sent off to the temple. So she's really little, and I think Ziomedes and Rylan are about 10 years or so older than her, and it was like a big party with their family. It was like a party for a week, and she didn't really understand what it was for, that it was going to mean that she was going to go away for a long time. So remembering that before she knew that it was actually like kind of a lie was a really happy time. Like them playing games, and she got to sword fight with Ziomedes, and Rylan like brought her along to like look at some of his experiments when they were little, and so she remembers that really fondly. And lots of cake. There's lots of cake.
And the colors are vibrant. Food is amazing, and everyone is smiling and happy, and it's this warm Technicolor dream. And part of you like kind of knows that eventually this memory ends a little sad, but it doesn't ruin the moment. Like, it stays happy, and you're here in this happy place. And I'd love for you to roll an intelligence check.
Oh God. I'm a paladin. Hold on. Woo! 2.
Excellent.
A+.
Nyla, what are you dreaming about?
Nyla's dreaming about like her family back in her clan, and like getting prepared to like become the leader of her clan. But and she's, you know, like hanging out with her family, like talking with them, having like a nice dinner. But her dream's kind of sadder because it's when her parents told her that she has to marry in order to become the leader of her clan. And then she meets the other elf that she has to marry at that dinner.
It's interesting though, this dream, like, the dream is comforting and warm. The food is the hearty and delicious. Your family is smiling and warm and happy. And in the back of your head, you know, like, part of you kind of knows this memory leads to an unhappy end, but the dream never gets to that point. The dream is always
it's like the dinner leading up to it.
It's the dinner leading up to it, but the dinner never ends. It just stays warm and happy, and your family is loving and caring, and you just feel good. And I'd love for you to roll an intelligence check.
Ooh.
19.
There's this moment right towards the end of it in where, as you know, that back of your mind, you know that things eventually get worse. It's as though for a moment you're having a lucid dream, and you fully realize this is a dream. This is not reality. It's a pleasant dream, and it's a happy one. It's a happy memory, but no, this isn't really happening. I've fallen asleep. I remember being in the cave, and you could swear that you see someone watching in the corner of the room. Trinkle, you're having this lovely dream, something from your past, something that you remember, a happy memory, a happy moment. What are you dreaming about?
Trinkle's probably dreaming about the night. That's actually not. It's not standardly happy, but she's probably thinking about the night that she was saved from the sea hag, and she had given up on her own god and started praying to whatever god would listen to her and take pity on her, because she was so sick of being just captive and not having any agency or will in her own life. And she probably remembers the one moment where she's finally let go in her cage, and she looks up into the beautiful blue eyes, blonde hair of a young paladin who says, "My God has listened. I'm here to give you the life that you hope." So it's like the first time she really feels like the gods actually know who she is, who her name is. And she's obviously extremely grateful to this one paladin for listening to the god to help her finally become who she wanted to become, essentially. And she's probably just reminiscing about that moment and how he takes her out and she finally gets, fresh food for the first time, fresh pair of clothes. He really just takes care of her for quite a while, just helping her remember how to be, a valued human in society. And he just helps her kind of, reclaim by telling her beautiful stories and just kind of, she just reminisces on those moments of when the first taste of freedom and almost having to remember, like when you're a kid, like, the first time you have a soda, it tastes so good, kind of. But it's like that, but at the age of 24. And so that's what's weird to her, is like, it's those kind of moments, but when she's so old and she's like, I should have had this so much younger, but I just can't remember it at all. I can't. And so it's just kind of reliving those first moments of tasting a donut for the first time after, not remembering what even sugar tastes like, kind of thing. So just happy moments of just living life for the first time again.
And there's a comfort to it. There's a familiarity to it. There's a happiness to it. And where in this dream of this memory, it's not a comparison of this is what I didn't have and now I have it. It is just living in this moment of feeling valued and feeling loved and everything just being okay. Everything just being good. Go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
Also, thank you here to Wobbs for a £10 donation. Appreciate it, my friend. That's less than tree.
Zymedes and Rylan.
That was a £100 donation. Holy shit, Wobbs!
Whoa! I mean, both are awesome, but holy crap!
Shit.
I mean, £10 or £100, but still.
Yeah. Amazing, thank you, dude.
Zymedes and Rylan, after about an hour and a half,
we're
not exactly sure.
I was gonna grab a coffee, but that's all right.
Oh, like in game or out of game?
Yeah, in game.
Okay, you can absolutely you're reassured by all of the dwarves that everyone else who's ever fallen under this slumber, it's somewhere between an hour or two eventually wake up. And that they're fine, and that they're a little out of sorts for a little while, but that no one has ever suffered any ill effects from it. And yeah, you have enough time to go get a coffee if you'd like. There's a Starbucks down the road.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Ryland. First of all,
I'm sorry, it's not a Starbucks. It is a Stonebucks. There's a Stonebucks down the road.
There we go. That's a bit more dwarvish. My liking. So, wanted to know if you feel like there's anything between me and Nyla. It's meant nothing, and don't worry about it. A long time ago, anyway. Anyway, so more interesting. Did you know our sister has got some tattoos?
No.
Well, they're a bit odd. Some sort of language I don't read, but they're red and looking like evil.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
They look evil, Ryland. I worry for our sister. Something odd. I mean, you saw her wings. We all saw them. Are we not going to talk about that? Because ours don't look like that, right? I mean, you don't have many, but I'm just saying there's something up. You're not concerned about your sister's divine heritage being perhaps twisted, corrupted, or anything like that, no? Just trying to gauge a reaction from him. Just like, what?
He gets out his notepad, writes saying, "It has been noted."
Noted. Right. Any idea? Did she, like, fly too close to the sun or something? Or maybe she is the sun. Maybe she
I'll
burned
let you know when I have a theory.
Right, well then. I mean, they were black and skeletal. Like, Zaimi is just staring off to the distance, like, reliving it in his head. He's shocked by it, like, utterly, like, he can't believe what's happened, but it's just like, Rylan's just like, I'll take a note. It's like, well, yes. It concerns me deeply.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the coffee here is a little bit gritty, wouldn't you say?
Right.
I'm sure they'll be waking up soon.
After an hour and a half of this awkward coffee conversation where Rylan is just staring, are you just staring at Nyla? Like, what are you doing during this time and where you're giving one-word answers?
Yeah, he's like super pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll probably like look at Nyla, but he'll like dive into his notebook.
Okay. About an hour and a half later,
Avoid him.
yeah, the three ladies, you come to consciousness. It is slow. It kind of feels like you've had both the best and worst sleep of your life. Like, you feel well rested and you remember the good parts of your dreams, but you also feel like you could use like another 5 hours. Like, it's exhausting and you kind of feel a little fuzzy, but you are awake and nothing else seems to be amiss.
Welcome back.
Hi,
How you all
back.
feeling?
Good.
Groggy. I feel groggy.
Want coffee? They've got a
I love
stone
coffee.
buck
I
here.
would love some coffee. A what? A stone buck?
Yeah, there's like 3 of them down there.
I want a venti chai.
A what?
It's from far away. I traveled a lot. Many new experiences. It's a venti chai.
Okay, well, I'll get one for you.
Thank you.
Diomedes,
I'm
you
just
head out,
smiling
and
at-
it's only gonna take it's only gonna take you a couple minutes. They call it a 3-stone chai. You don't know why.
3 stone chai.
Oh, I was going to ask if Twinkle and Nyla wanted anything, or...
Oh yeah.
You guys
don't
want
need-
anything? I'm just going to the stone bucks. You guys
Get to the stone
anything?
bucks.
Anything?
Oh my goodness.
Just about to go out the door. You guys want anything? You sure?
I already
No.
told you. Go.
All right.
No,
We'll get some...
I don't need anything. Thank you, Zymedes. Okay, bye.
I'll come back with them after.
I'm smiling up at both of them because I haven't thought about that day in a while and not much detail. So I'm just like, looking at them.
All right.
And my brother.
It's all better.
Mm-hmm.
Nyla, I am glad that you are well.
Thanks. I'm also happy to be awake.
Wait, we fell asleep? Oh wait, we did fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Just as you was trying to wake, or just trying to help someone else who was asleep. So, what did...
Ow!
What? Oh,
Ow! Ow!
here's your coffee, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Zymedes. You're such
That's
a
okay.
good brother.
No problem.
Fortunately, there's a Stonebucks right next door.
Rylan, are you
All that.
In my
okay?
favorite corner.
Yeah.
So who's got
I'm
some
quite
idea?
well.
Rylan.
Did you guys
Rylan.
fall asleep?
No, we're fine.
Do you need to
Oh.
talk about your feelings?
We can have a group talk about
What-
feelings.
That
Zymedes?
is- That won't be necessary.
It could be helpful. You could have lots of evidence, for your studies.
Fine, we've talked it all out, straightened it out already. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
When you kissed someone without their permission.
I'm gonna go get a donut. I'll be
Right?
back.
Go to the Stonebucks. It's right next door. Go get.
Yeah,
I'll
go
take
to
a donut.
Starbucks.
I'll take.
Twinkle, it'll
I'll-
take you a little
donut.
bit. You're pretty groggy and you feel a
Oh,
little,
I'm okay with
a
that.
little-
Nope, I don't want to be part of this
little
right now.
shaky, but-
Nope.
Get out
Nope.
of it. Get out of it, girl. Get out of it. Run. Okay,
What kind of donut would you like?
Maple bacon.
Oh yeah, there's 3 of them there.
Oh,
The girl behind the counter sees you walk in, sees you a little groggy. She says, Oh, you were in the cave. Oh, no, dear, sit down. You're going to need some sugar or something. No. And she brings you 3 of them.
Jazzy doll.
I enjoy every moment. Like I do like the whole like brown smell. You know, a couple licks, and then a bite, and then just let it sit in my mouth, let it melt, and then finally swallow, and then just do the whole ritual over again.
Yep. While she's doing that, how about the rest of you? Let's have awkward conversations, because that's the name of this episode, apparently, is awkward conversations.
No. Does anyone remember what happened right before we fell asleep? Like, was there a trigger? Did the light shine in our eyes a certain way? Was there a noise? Anything?
No.
I'd love you. I'd love you all to roll, perception checks, and I'll let Trinkle, as she's kind of, let's say Trinkle, as she's having these donuts and waking up, she is mulling over the events, and so I'll have you all roll perception checks as you are remembering that moment. See who can. All these dice. Nice.
13.
Nyla, which totally makes sense considering your intelligence check from earlier. You do seem to remember there was like a mist in the air. There was like, it reminded you, now that you're thinking about it, and especially after having the dream and that moment at the end of the dream that you seem to remember someone watching you, it reminded you of those summer days in the forest and where all of the trees are producing that fine-grained pollen. And so it's not mist, it's just the pollen is so thick in the air you can almost see it on the breeze. It kind of reminded you of that.
I guess it was like a mist, but not a mist. It was like something is in the air in the tunnel, and then I fell asleep.
Ooh, so you think it's
magical mist,
because we're breathing it?
It's breathing, yeah. It has to.
I mean, maybe,
Well,
or it could be in talk.
Wow.
Thank you,
maybe
Guybrush
if we
Seems like
Threepwood.
it would seem like it was natural. My wand didn't sense anything.
No.
But Trinkle had that thing over her mouth, and yet she still fell asleep.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
but
don't think that's how it works.
It wasn't like hermetically sealed or anything.
Yeah, it was like,
No. It's really not how.
do they have like I don't know, ventilators? I don't know.
For mining,
possible
you
to
mean?
make something like
Yeah,
that.
I mean, they're miners. Maybe they do.
You could definitely
have
ask
one that,
around.
like-
You've heard of similar
Wait,
things.
do they have like oxygen tanks that you could wear? Like a
I
real?
might have a spell.
Not that you've heard, but you could definitely
Sorry,
look into
something like that. Something that could taste oxygen, and it could like put on our face so that we could walk in.
What's oxygen?
Trinkle comes walking back in, finishing off a donut with this idea.
Guys, I'm smart. Donuts make me smart, okay?
Donuts are great, universally acknowledged.
I
to
eat
be
like half a
wonderful.
donut. Sugar, I'm sorry, I ate your donut. Here's half of it. Do you want the rest of it?
Yes,
Sorry.
thank you.
Here, I give it half of my donut that I already ate.
Thank you.
It is a
it's
wonderful
delicious.
maple bar.
I wolf it down. All right. So maybe if we don't breathe, I don't know. It's not like poison. I have spells that protect you from poison, but I don't think we were poisoned.
I can hold my breath for quite a while. Look. Just holds it there for about 3 minutes.
Immediately go to try to tickle Diomedes.
Oh no.
Are you ticklish? I don't know, but I'm gonna try.
Okay. Sleight of hand check.
I'm gonna say she's successful at tickling you. I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw to see if you
Come.
are you trying to hold your breath and prevent
Yeah,
yourself
hold
from
my
tickling?
breath.
Yeah. You
It's a check,
continue to
that's a
hold your
save.
breath, but it's a save. I'll say it's a save.
Okay.
You continue to hold your breath. You're successful at holding your breath, but you do. Is Diomedes ticklish?
I think not majorly, but Trinkle probably knows where to touch the tickle.
Yeah, it's obvious to everyone
So
now that you
much
are ticklish.
TMI.
Okay, cool.
It's so obvious to everybody that you're ticklish.
There's my most ticklish spots. That's all I'll say. Right.
Oh my
God. Yes. Well, if I could try and do that, maybe we could go straight through the cave. Then maybe something thing on the other side, perhaps.
Yeah, how much did we see of it? Did it end?
I think we went.
You
just,
didn't
like,
get very far in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
you,
yes, I recall.
you got 5
Okay.
feet, 5,
Okay,
10, 15
tie
feet
some
in,
rope-
maybe 20.
Tie some rope around me or Ziomedes, and we can just hold our breath and run to the other side and see what happens.
I like this plan. Good.
Yeah, I love it. Let's do it.
Very well.
All right.
Yep, doing it.
You're all just going
Okay.
back into the cave?
We'll
no,
go up to the
someone
edge
is
of the
tying a
tunnel.
rope around.
I think
us, and we're
Nyla's
hold our
gonna
breath.
stay further back and watch,
And run
see how
through.
far the others get.
Mm.
Just stay within 10 feet of me, but you guys pull us back. Attach the ropes to us and pull us back if we pass out.
We're gonna need a lot of rope.
Yeah,
I
you
have
definitely know that
50
this
feet.
cavern is more than 50 feet.
We
You
could tie
have
all of our
50
50 ropes together.
Yeah.
And then if the dwarves have any, we'll ask around actually.
Yeah, let's just get a ton of rope.
Yeah, the
This is a
two
great
dwarves
plan.
that are kind of the entranceway into this cavern, that are the ones that are preventing anyone from going by who aren't supposed to. Both of them are like, yeah, we got like 50 feet of hempen rope. You need it, sure. And they'll hand over their 50 feet of hempen rope that all adventurers packs seem to have.
All right, we've got like 300
What does
feet.
that dwarf sword look like? What does it look like? Just
Looks like a nice short sword. He didn't seem like when Rylan called him out on it, no one seemed surprised.
cool.
And when you, if you're looking at it, it'll be like, yeah, it belonged to my aunt. She was an adventurer like you, and then she took an arrow to the knee.
Then what happened?
Well, she stopped adventuring, of course, and now she gave me a sword. It's kind of cool, right? Eh.
Yeah, it's pretty. Cool. Okay, thanks for your rope. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later. You guys are gonna
go
head.
nap again.
Mhm.
All right. So who's where?
I
Who's got
really
rope?
want to do the cave run. I really want to do the cave run.
Nyla's
Gonna
gonna
race.
stay further back, like out of the cave, holding rope.
So Rylan, yeah.
Okay. And
Nyla's just concerned with Rylan's, like, the way he's acting. Like, that's all she's concerned with. Like, she doesn't even
Like,
care about the
super
rope.
All
attached.
runs of the family.
Yeah.
And
All right.
Trinkle, how about you? Where are you standing?
I'm going in. With them.
Okay. Sure. All right. So Sugar is tying a rope. Ziomedes is tying a rope. Trinkle, you also tying a rope on, or are you just gonna
Yep.
book it?
I think we'll all tie each other together.
I'll just book it, but I'll like stay close to them, so it's not like I'm like getting off. So to the point where like, I don't know. Dang it! No, I have a rope. Yeah, I'll tie a rope. I have rope. I have enough rope. I was trying to think. Yeah, I'll give him a rope, and I'll give the hand mine to Nyla. So
Yeah. That's may not be the smartest idea, but okay.
All right, Nyla and Rylan, you have 3 ends of rope as 3 of your companions rush into this cavern. Are you headed in any specific? I'll be a kind DM and say from the entranceway to this cavern, you can see the crystals, and you can't see the far end. It looks like it's that far away. This cavern is
Right.
that big, but there's nice light in here. Are you just heading for the far end? Are you looking for anything in specific? What are you doing?
I'm gonna run all as far and as fast as I can all the way through the cave. Try and get to the very end. This is gonna be bad, probably, but I can run.
Amazing! Come on.
40 foot a turn is pretty fast, I gotta say. So
Oh shit! Then I cast Expeditious Retreat on myself so I can beat him.
what?
Okay.
So Simon's like, you know how these races used to go when we were little. You don't stand
Yes,
a
you
chance.
always beat me. You're so fast. You're so fast. I could never beat you.
Try to keep
And
up.
Trinkle, are you doing anything in specific? Are you looking for anything? Are you just booking it?
I'm trying to see if I can find like a like maybe like no, I'm keeping a lookout for like maybe holes that could be letting this in. Like I want to check the walls to see if they're like covered in water. Does it seem vaporous? Does it seem like there's a place where it's coming from? Kind of that. So they could just run, and I'm gonna be looking like more around for like evidence of like where it could be maybe permeating from.
Sure. Okay. Ziomedes and Sugar book it into this cavern, heading for the other side, moving as fast as they can.
I'm fast.
Trinkle, you head on in more cautiously. I'd like you to roll an investigation check.
And we're holding, or at least I am definitely holding my breath. I can hold it for 3 minutes, I
Yeah,
think.
same.
Yeah, but you're also booking it, so
Sure.
Plus, I
you
get
might not be able to hold it as long as you think.
I get 17.
Ooh.
My +1 as
Nice.
a lucky well, not the lucky. What's it called? The
Jack of all trades.
That's what it is.
Yeah. As your two companions go running by, holding their breath, you get down on the ground and kind of look at the walls. You don't see any water, but now that you know what to look for, that Nyla mentioned, the kind of the stuff in the air, you definitely see it. It's almost like tiny little bits of fuzz. Well, it very much is like a tree
think
that has released its
Is it like spores?
its pollen. It's not like spores. It's not like
Spores.
big. It's
Oh,
not
yeah,
that.
I was like,
It's tiny. You know that annoying yellow pollen that gets everywhere. It's
oh,
kind of like
yeah,
that.
on your car. Yeah.
Oh, it's everywhere. It's disgusting. And as you look at the ground, you do notice that there are these little tiny holes. They're very, very small. They're maybe fingernail, if smaller, and they're rough. They seem to be natural. You think that a lot of them have like bits of gold flecks around them, and so you think these might have been maybe some gold veins or stuff that this natural cavern had this porous rock for some reason. Some of it looks like maybe there had been water flowing through it. It looks like natural holes, but yeah, you think some of this might be coming out of those holes.
How many
I mean,
holes do they
Ziomedes
say
and-
there is? Sorry. In my
Oh, no,
area,
it's okay.
just like within vision, how many can I see?
Dozens.
Ooh, so
Dozens and
lost.
dozens. It's like pumice stone. There's so many holes. Trinkle, I need you to make a. Actually, I think I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw for different reasons, but everybody needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
+4.
Not to me though.
Only to Ziomedes, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I have yeah.
Oh, Trinkle, I do need you to make yours at disadvantage. Sorry, I should have said that.
Oh, no.
Fine. That's okay. I'm probably sniffing up it all the time anyway.
Ooh.
Hey, same.
Oh, but you rolled the same thing. All you seem to be okay. Yeah, Trinkle, you're kind of doing your best to hold your breath and to avoid breathing any of this in. Ziomedes and Sugar, you're holding your breath, trying to run, and you manage to not breathe as you kind of make it close to the end of this cavern. You reach a wall, kind of the natural end of this cavern. There's a couple more of these crystalline outcroppings that are casting light everywhere. As you reach the end of the wall, I'd like both of you to roll perception checks.
Okay.
Oh, this is
And
20 for me.
is it kind of dim light, or is it light enough that we can just see clearly?
It's pretty light in here. The torches are well spaced, and the crystals. The dwarves did a good job about their placement. So
We actually both of us can cast the cantrip light as Asimars, and we'll just light up any other areas that are not as well lit as well. Just illuminate everything. Cool. 1 and a 2. Excellent.
you were so intent on the race.
Yeah.
Which I want.
Uh,
To be clear.
I'm gonna say that as you guys reach towards the end, you're not exactly sure who won because you started to look around, and both of you failed so miserably to look around that you also failed to see who won. As you guys reach the end of the cavern,
Oh, good.
n-
Is there an opening
we
or
don't-
it's just a wall?
you don't see anything. It's just a wall. This seems to be a big, giant natural cavern. Yeah, you touch the side of the wall. You're kind of on the very end of the rope that Nyla and Rylan are holding onto.
Yeah, I run, I touch the wall, and then start running back, as if it's like a race there and back. And she's forgotten that like we totally agreed that at the start.
Definitely didn't at all.
I touch the wall, then run back the other way. And I kind of wink as I
Sugar,
go.
are you staying there and still tapping the wall, or you see Ziomedes like touch the wall and then book it?
Yeah, I'll go back. And still
Yeah.
go.
All right. As the two of you start to run back, Nyla, I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please, at disadvantage.
Me?
Yeah, you're standing in the entrance way of this cave, holding onto a couple ropes. I'm gonna make Rylan do it, but he's not here at the moment.
Oh no.
7.
Nyla,
Sleepy time.
Rylan,
Sleepy time.
you're back just in time. I'd love you to make a Constitution saving throw
That's disadvantage.
as you stand in
Disadvantage.
the entrance way of
Yeah.
this cave. No, not Rylan. Rylan is fine. You can do it just a
Oh.
straight Constitution saving throw.
Oh, you've already been asleep. Or...
Oh,
Nat 20.
that's a nat 20.
Yay, Rylan!
Rylan, you are so intent
too
on
pissed.
watching all the stuff that you see Trinkle examining the ground. You watch Diomedes and Sugar doing this strange foot race. You see Nyla, her eyes glaze over a little bit, and she slumps against
I'm gonna
the wall.
I'm gonna grab onto Rylan before I go back to sleep.
He's
Her eyes are
like,
glazed as she grabs you,
Like, no.
and she starts to snore, and she's asleep.
Yeah.
As she falls asleep, kind of in your
Lies her
arms.
down
Was there anything
there.
you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he thought about like trying to kiss her to like wake her up. But then he's like too pissed.
All right.
Wow.
As he gently, pissily puts you back on the ground, Sugar and Diomedes, I need you two to make Constitution saving throws
Okay.
as you continue to run.
Yes, 19 again.
12.
Oh,
Diomedes
dear.
continues to hold his breath without a problem. Sugar, you can't help it. You booked it way too hard. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh, no.
Okay, wait, hold on. Disadvantage. Here we
Also-
go.
It's all my fault.
Plus 4 is 15.
Trinkle,
Oh,
it's 15. Okay.
but-
Yeah. Even though you take a big as you're running, you keep running. Trinkle.
Screw you!
Was there anything else you wanted to do as you watch Diomedes and Sugar book it? Well,
Book it
first
back.
Diomedes, then Sugar. Yeah.
I wanted to see. So I have like a little flask on me, and I'm just gonna open it up a little bit and pour a little bit and see if it like fills up or does it just continue to go all the way down? When I
It
fill up one
continues
of the
to-
holes, go all the way
It
down.
does not fill. It continues to drain. Continue. How much you want to pour?
The entire thing.
The entire thing pours down the hole. As you empty it down and think, oh no, wherever this hole is going, it's a long way from here. You should make another Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
Let's go, me. Let's go.
Nice.
That's not bad. Hey! I'm a
Oh,
pro.
it's in range of
Yeah.
Sugar as you run past.
I passed anyway. I passed on my own.
Hey,
Yeah.
alright.
Okay. None of you need it ever again.
And once
yeah.
I realize that it just doesn't fill up, I'm gonna head out again because I want to tell Rylan this.
Okay, Rylan, you watch as first Diomedes returns very quickly. The moments behind him, Sugar, very quickly. And then moments behind her, not so quickly, ambling, Trinkle. And you all arrive just in time to see Nyla curled up with a smile on her face on the floor.
Ah! And I just let out a nice cuss. Well, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Rylan. So I went in there, and
Yes.
while your siblings were having races, I checked out what could possibly be it, and it seems like it's either like pollen or some sort of like substance in the air that's small, like particle-like. I learned that word the other day when I was reading one of your books, but I didn't tell you that I was reading. Sorry, I stole one of your books. Anyway,
Doesn't matter.
I give it back. Okay, but anyway, long story short, it seems like it was like permeating another one of those words that I read from your book, from the ground, but like the ground has holes, and the holes, I dump my flask into it, and it goes down for a very long time.
Do you think she likes him too?
What? You mean likes the holes? Like what?
Nyla, I'm gonna stop you all right there. Nyla, you're back in your dream. The same dream you were having an hour or two ago. You have the same feeling. It's still that moment of happiness with your family, having the dinner, but this time you're much more aware that it's a dream. And you look over in the corner of the room where you had noticed at the very end of your dream last time that there had been a figure, and there's still a figure there.
Holy moly.
Can I get up and go try to like get to where the figure is? Like,
absolutely. Yeah, your family continue to like amicably chat, like nothing is wrong, everything is fine. They don't seem to like they still try to talk to you, but they don't seem to be bothered as you get up out of the chair, move around the table towards this figure. Whatever this thing is, it's tall. It is like 7-8 feet tall. It looks like a mushroom. It's got a huge capped head.
She's gonna like, as she gets up, she grabs her like bow and arrows off the wall that would be in like her house.
They're not even like there's. You go naturally to reach, and it's just there.
Yeah,
they're just bow and arrow right where you need them to be.
And and I'm going to like try to get close to it and see what happens.
You walk up to it, and it's this big, imposing physical figure, but it doesn't seem to react to your move. You pull out your bow and arrow. It doesn't make any move towards you, against you. It just continues to stand almost placidly. It's
I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay. I would love for you to roll an attack roll.
All right. That's not it. Where is it? Inventory. Okay. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on it, and then I'm going to shoot it. $28 to hit.
Ooh. Oh yeah, that'll definitely hit.
15 damage.
Okay. This creature, where does this arrow sink into?
Probably like, does it have eyes?
Yeah, seems to have 2 eyes kind of in the normal spot where you would expect them to be.
Yes.
Doesn't seem to have a mouth or anything, but it's
I'm gonna try
definitely...
to shoot its eyes. Or one of its eyes.
It sinks deep into this mushroom eye. You hear the squelch of soft, whatever that stuff that mushroom is made of, fibrous mass, as it sinks in. It reels a little bit, and then it very slowly, with this clawed hand, reaches up, grabs it, very slowly pulls it out, kind of looks at it and drops it, and then looks back up at you. And you hear a voice in your head, and it says, "There is no need for that here." And that's where we're going to stop. And next week, we'll pick up right there with you in this dream with this strange mushroom man.
I don't like mushrooms.
These are actually some of my favorite characters.
Yeah, I did write it right at the end there. I made it available for everybody to see. In case some with my description probably knew what I was talking about, but there you go. Yes, but we'll pause right there as it says, "There's no need for that here."
Dun, dun,
And we'll pick up right here next week.
Nice, nice.
Oh my god.
One episode. That was traumatic.
Yeah, I was not expecting this to be. So the name of this episode was supposed to be The Cave of Dream, which I guess will be next week's episode. I guess this week's episode is relationship goals.
Yeah.
Goals was not where I was expecting this game to go. I'm kind of happy
More like realities, maybe?
relation problems. I'm just going to call this Cave of Dream part one relationship part.
Definitely.
We're all gonna have to go to counseling after this.
Part 1, counseling.
Romance and roleplay.
Like,
Yeah, romance and roleplay, yes.
I think
That's a great
I think,
name.
I think Overcrazy is breaking up a little bit on our end. Like,
Little
at least
bit.
on mine.
Yeah,
a little bit. So we'll come back to you in a second, Over. But thank you guys for watching tonight's show. Stick around. We've got Atomic Cthulhu coming our way in just a couple of minutes' time here. So stick around for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. But let's go on a custom crew. Did we enjoy ourselves? To some degree, at least, despite all of the cringe. The cringe fest that was this episode. And where can we find you guys online? So let's go in reverse order. So let's start with Toto D.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, I am Toto D. I am a Twitch Blizzard / Just Dance streamer. I absolutely adore Dungeons and Dragons, especially being on Encounter Roleplay. I thoroughly enjoyed today. I mean, I think my inhaler said so. I haven't laughed that hard to the point I needed an inhaler in a while. I've had really good asthma for forever, and then just as Chris started explaining, like, you know, like when I just imagine, you know, your parents, like when a man and a woman really love each other. I'm talking about the birds and the bees, and I'm like trying to see Zion Media, like trying to talk about the birds and the bees with his brother, and I'm just like, I couldn't take it anymore, and so I literally ran up like 2 or 3 stories of my house trying to find my inhaler because I'm like, I don't have it in the same area, and so I had a great time. So thanks for making this like coming back even that much better. But you feel free to follow me on Twitch, just Toto D, or on Twitter at MattTotoD. I put those links in the chat. We are very much a positivity community, allowing kind of the idea is everyone is welcome to Wonderland. I'm absolutely obsessed with Alice in Wonderland. So if you'd like to come and hang out with the Mad Tea Party, we'd love to have you, and we'll hopefully see you guys next week as well.
Absolutely, great stuff. And Sam, Harley Zamri, same questions.
Oh God, tonight was just like a mess. I just feel bad. I mean, like I had so much fun, but like I feel like we're like a reality TV show that people just watch because it's so like so bad. I feel bad for Rylan. Nyla had nothing to do with the kiss. It's all Siamedes' fault.
Oh no.
Does she love him?
No. But yeah, tonight was really fun, and I'm really excited to see what happens next week in my dream and what happens. And you can find me on Twitter, and I'll put that in the chat. Yes.
Thanks so much, Sam. Oh, it looks like we maybe have Phobo coming back working on it. Chris, same questions for you, my friend.
Oh man, yeah, what an episode to come back on. That was so much fun, honestly. But yeah, flipping heck, so much to take in and work out. But the you know what, the awkward conversations are hilarious. I think you can really find a new humor in like awkward things. You should just revel in the awkwardness, and the cringe can be turned into a lot of laughs. I love awkward humor. It's hilarious. Cringe. But yeah, yeah, can't wait for next week. I have no idea what you guys are on about. Like, you all seem to know what the creature is. I have no idea. I'm still clueless, but...
Myconids! They're so cool.
Oh, the Myconids! Of course. I just didn't know they could make you go to sleep and get inside your head like that. Crazy. But yeah, can't wait. You can also find me on Twitter at Enrith_. But yeah, I love D&D, and I have a lot of other YouTube streams and other bits, but I'll leave a link in the old chat. Oh, yeah.
Great stuff. Thank you, Chris. And Lauren.
Well, I'm traumatized, but that's kind of my brand nowadays. So come see me be traumatized here every Monday, and then on Thursdays on the Greyhawk channel at 1 p.m. EDT, where we're going through Secrets of Castle Greyhawk, and I play a little rogue warlock with a very, very bad Irish accent who's already getting the party probably killed. It's fine. And then on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern, we're over on Grimjack 21502 with Project Athena, Pulp Cthulhu, which is a blast. We just had our season 3 premiere yesterday, and it is just the best. So come check it out.
Great stuff. And looks like you're back now. Obo Crazy. You look good.
Can you hear me? Do I sound okay? Okay, all right.
Okay.
I guess if I was to have a camera and audio failure... Oh... I guess if I was a failure, it had to happen at the end of the game. Hi, I'm Obo Crazy. Find me at Obo Crazy on everything.
Yes, go follow him, Crazy Dungeon Drunks podcast, D&D channel stuff. Go check it out. I'm sure I'll put a link for in chat here for you guys. You follow her there. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. It was a fucking cringe fest on an episode. It was like an episode of the UK office as well, with like David Brent, his car look away from the car crash. Yeah, that was good fun. Yeah. Next week, same time, it's 1 p.m. Eastern every week for monthly modules, but we're going to dive into Atomic Cthulhu, our next show here in just a few minutes' time, so stick around for all that. And until next time, my friends, try not to draw too many nat ones because we want to be here laughing when you do. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Somebody.